is the last episode. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Guaranteed to be the last episode. I can't stress that enough. Never to return again. Again. You got that? Last episode, baby. You could put that in your prune juice, drink it, and blow it out your ass. I can't stress it enough. That's the last episode. Tonight, I need you to get it in your head. Richie, this is the last episode? Yes. Are you sure, Richie? Yes. How do you know? Well, because we have a special surprise tonight. This is the last episode. Tonight's surprise is going to blow your mind. Gentlemen, I can't stress it enough. Tonight is like the eve of a catastrophe. It is the eve of something, major. And we're here, and baby, Ninja Turtles, baby. We're rocking out with the Ninja Turtles, bro. Right? I can't stress that enough. You know what I'm saying? No, I can't stress that enough. So, tonight's going to be a major party. As a major party planning event tonight. And you're going to say, well, what's the party? Well, I can't stress it. Where's Sako? I'm counting on Sako, baby. Where's Sako? Sako, where you at? You bitch. Where you at, Sako? We got a Limitada cigar that's really not limited, but the point is, it is a good cigar. I don't give a shit anyone says. It is a well-made of good tobacco with a nice band. I mean, what do you want? And this came in the 6-pack. This is the Cellar Reserve 15 Limitada. Limitada. It is a big cigar, maybe 6x54. There's 3 15s. For the first time, I could say that Gio is more reliable than Jeremy. Somehow, the top became the bottom. Am I freezing? I don't want to hear this. Hey, it's got to be the alligators and all the bikinis down here in Miami. It is what it is. He's here. Oh, yeah. I'm here. This is here. It's a special night for this. Look at this. Coca-Cola, baby. Tonight we're doing it one time. One time only. I decided to have there's a better chance of catching Richie doing fentanyl. We never drink soda in this channel. Never. Never, never, never. But tonight will be a night for the ages. How do you even open this thing up? Where's Chop Chop? Chop Chop? How do you do this? Oh, it's so cold and refreshing. Wow. Oh. Yeah, bro. That's is what it is. Wow. 52 grams of sugar. He said that's a tall boy. I don't even know, man. I don't drink this shit. No, I've never done drugs. What I'm trying to say is though, here's to you gents, you son of a bitches. Something that you thought you would never see Richie do on an ice cold Coca-Cola. Hear that sizzle, baby. Hear that. Hear that sizzle. AP, nobody cares. AC, nobody. Look at that. Wow. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Wow, ice cold, baby. Got about 14 cubes of ice. Wow. Wow, look at that. Never thought you would see this. This is a one-time baby. One, but I am fresh, baby. 2 showers a day. But this is, yeah, bro. Here, cheers to you guys, huh? Look at that. Cheers, huh? Cheers, bro. Cheers, bro. This is a one time only. This is a one time only, man. You're never gonna see this happen again. This is the last episode. I guarantee it. The last episode. You're never gonna see this shit. Never gonna see this shit again, man. You're never gonna see Richie smoke 15. I could do this every day, bro. Oh wow, it tastes like shit. Wow, wow. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. What we are fresh tonight, baby. Okay, gentlemen, I can't stress it enough. Tonight is the craziest night of all. You never thought. The finish tastes like shit. It's like savory, diabetic sugar. Oof, hold the coke. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to finish all this soda. Drink, listen, I've been drinking water for a long time. You're ruining. This is a one-time deal. This is a special time. This is a special event. You're ruining it. Now where's AP? AP's not coming on. He's not reliable. We're gonna have Soccer on. You know, you know. Or should we have PG on? PG hasn't been on in a long time. I know. Are we doing a PG Sacco? Yeah, yeah. Today I went for a 4 mile walk, and then I went to the gym for an hour, and I'm ruining it all by this one can of. Hey, listen, it's a special celebration, baby. Special celebration. We're celebrating. I can't believe people do this every day. This is, dude. I walked 4 miles in the hot sun, and I went to the gym for an hour, lifted weights. People do this every day. I feel guilty about doing this after that. Oh my god. It's poison. That's poison. People like this shit. You like Coca-Cola? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Well, I don't think we're gonna. I don't think we're gonna get. I don't know. I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna invite them both. You know. Yeah, I'm gonna invite them both, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, yeah, bro. I really don't understand how people drink that shit, dude. How do people drink that shit? Like it was actually good for the first sip, and now all is going through my mind and my brain. You know what I'm saying? No. And I don't know, man. I don't know how people do this, man. Oof, oof, oof. I don't like it. I don't like it. Original taste, baby. Yeah, bro. Nah, all soda's the same. It's all garbage. I don't care. It's garbage. It's sewer water. I'm doing this to prove a point. Okay, baby? It says on it delicious and refreshing. I can't stress enough. This shit is sewer water, baby. I don't know. I don't know. I have people that are not reliable around. I'm gonna cancel the show. The wrapper is really amazing on this cigar. It is a thick, hardy looking wrapper. I don't know if you can see that. You really can't see that. I have my flashlight on me, but let me get my bucket. Oh, ah, bro. Soda's garbage. Soda is garbage, my friend. Those sodas are garbage. Look, this was, this was a bad idea drinking soda. Is what it is. Well, we got that cap cut off. I don't think I got Sacco, or I invited Sacco, and I invited fucking PG. You guys are not reliable, man. I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave with my soda and go hang out. I don't need any of you son of a bitches. Bro. All that shit, even seltzer though, bro, is bad for you. All that carbonation fucks you up. Just drink ice water. I can't stress enough. This is a one-time deal, so it's a one-time deal, baby. The Coke was fake. Atlanta, Georgia, right? Atlanta, Georgia. Canned under authority of the Coca-Cola Company, Atlanta, Georgia. As a member, 303. Oh, so this was. See, the thing is, there's a lot of local canners. So this was canned in Florida. There's local canners, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe see. Coca-Cola, baby, it's garbage. It's garbage. This is garbage. It's garbage. Well, Sacco's not coming on. PG's not coming on. PG's not even here. No, PG's here. AP's not here. And this is the last episode, so I don't give a shit. Guys, I can't do this episode no more. I can't do this show. I hate this place. I can't stress it enough. Nice looking cigar. Can I get a blend check on this? Can I get a blend check? The band is actually, it's the best looking band of the bunch. I'm going to take the band off. Bands will make her dance. And this one actually has some time on it. The cellophane was actually quite brown. And the back of this has a real hue to it. But yeah, this was the best looking of the bands. You can't see it. But I mean, yeah, that's a nice looking band, man. Whatever it is, it's a good looking band. Very thick paper. So it is what it is. Yeah, Sacco. So Sacco, you know what? Fuck you, Sacco. All right, Jimmy off. I don't give a shit about this place no more, right? Fuck everyone. Just drinking my soda, man. This is garbage. It's garbage, baby. It's garbage. That shit is garbage. We got some wind picking up here. It's gonna mess up my burn line. At least it doesn't mess up my bikini line. Soft, gentle heat is the way. Can't stress it enough. Wow. PG. Yeah, eh? How's your boss? All right. All right. No, dude, you grab what you grab. You're a grown man. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I mean, I'm just a guy in a Ninja Turtle T-shirt. I'm gonna tell you what. Yeah, yeah, bro. Americana, baby. Ice cold Coke and Gurkha, man. Fucking
That's
rocking
awesome.
out. Fucking
And dude, and what does the shirt say? Say cheese? Phenomenal, dude.
same cheese. It's got all the guys on it. Is what it is,
Oh,
man. So
well, this smells good as fuck, dude.
yeah, is it really?
Mm, nice, fresh. How do you feel about Avo, Richie? I know
They
Sokka's a big
pissed me
fan.
off. They pissed me
They pick.
off.
Oh, really?
Like 10 years ago,
Yeah.
it's a different story, I guess.
Hmm.
Maybe even like I don't know, 7 years ago. But as of late, I don't know. Most of the time, I don't know. I know they've come out with some of those seasonal things. And as for okay, how do I? Most of your guys, right?
Hmm.
They don't only smoke mid-tier cigars.
Hmm.
Most people are mid-tier, so therefore most things bought are bought by mid-tier people, whether they can afford them or not, or whether it's something that they can't normally afford, but they have it as a treat.
Hmm.
So I just don't think mid-tier guys go, you know what? Tonight I can smoke a Davidoff, or I can smoke a Padron, or a high-end Fuente. You know what though? Let me go have an Avo. Like the brand has no representation. Like you know, what I'm saying it's kind of like Avo. It's like it's better than Camacho, and not as good as. It just doesn't fit in the portfolio of Davidoff. They don't rep the brand well. Most
Hmm.
shops they barely carry them, especially in New York. They carry like one box of this or whatever. And I don't know. So it's not just. I'm not saying it's like a shit brand at all. I'm just saying
It
for the
doesn't really
most part,
fit in.
it doesn't fit in, and it's thrown all over the place. And you're like, what's the company's core message? Because
Right.
for the most part, it's making very light cigars, even their darker cigars. I mean, light in strength. I mean, they're very weak cigars. But then they had
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Mo, and then the other one they had something Nicaragua, right?
Oh, the Synchro Nicaragua.
Yeah, I was like, I couldn't. What the fuck are they doing with the bands and the names of their shit? I don't know.
Yeah, true.
I'm being dead serious, man. It's like, what the fuck is that brand? I think it's just a brand that I'm not even talking about the tobacco, just but as a brand, like, what the
Hmm.
fuck are they trying to do with this? That's all I'm trying to say. And that's why I really don't fuck with it. I
Hmm.
don't fuck with Apple. I'm not saying I never had them. I'm not saying it's some terrible brand. I'd rather have Ashton than Avo. Okay.
Sure. Well, Ashton's a step above Avo in terms of price point, right? But I see what you
Well,
mean.
yes and no. Ashton just doesn't have a mid-tier price point. All Ashtons are like luxury cigars and up. Where
Hmm.
Avo
Hmm.
has like a lot of like, maybe 12 to 13, $14 cigars, and then they can go up to maybe $20.
Hmm.
So Ashton's range starts off higher, if that makes any sense. But at the same time, Ashton has what's that? Cuba, the one you like.
Lor
All
Roma de Cuba.
So on the cheaper side, Ashton has Aroma de Cuba, which I think was smart to have a separate brand, so you don't hurt your brand.
Right. This draw is way too open, dude. I can't smoke this thing. It's like smoking the nub of a 6x60.
Interesting. He says the binder is Dominican Allure. The Dominican Allure is expensive tobacco. He says
Hmm.
the filler is 15-year Dominican tobacco, and the wrapper is a Brazilian silky A wrapper cut. Yeah, I knew the wrapper was that Brazilian. Dude, this wrapper, it's such an oily, thick, like robust wrapper. The smoke
Yeah.
output is so heavy on this thing, man. I'm not even puffing on. Look at this thing. Like I'm not even. It's just like it's such an oily
It's
fucking
chugging, dude.
wrapper,
That's crazy.
bro. Like this thing
That's
is
it.
chugging.
That's a
I
Gurkha.
haven't puffed. Yeah, I haven't puffed on the smoke output on this. Um, it's a medium plus off the bat. I don't remember this being a ass kicking cigar, so we'll see as the flavor
Yeah.
builds up. If you like a dark chocolatey cigar, but not super sweet, um, slightly earthy, it feels like a reserved dark cigar that has like well aged tobacco on it.
Hmm.
I never find Brazilian tobacco like on the wrappers, anyways, to be like super strong. They're very dark. They give a dark presence and a kind of a swampy, a wet, damp type of tobacco feel when you're smoking it.
Yeah.
With Brazilian tobacco as a wrapper, but unlike other tobaccos, I would say. Like this was a Nicaraguan Honduran rapper. This shit. Are you all right?
Bro, this is like thunder everywhere. Out of nowhere, dude.
Yeah, that's because we're smoking Coca-Cola, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. You've I don't
I
know.
lied.
You've
It picked
incurred
up right
another
there,
plague.
medium full. It picked up medium full right there. I lied. Wowza. Wow. Okay. The cigar's got slight funk to it. I think the cigar is kind of a banger. I think it's very. I'm not some Gurkha fanboy at all because if the cigar sucks, I'll tell you guys.
Yeah.
What's unique about the brand, if you find one you like, because they're so diversified with who they work with, their portfolio of the kind of cigars they have are very diversified. So generally, if you find one you like, there's probably no other cigar like that. Because, let's for example, and I think overall, Aganorsa is a better brand than Gurkha, but really, Gurkha's not a brand. They just Gurkha's kind of like someone that hires someone else to make their
Uh-huh.
cigars. Does that make any sense?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Aganorsa makes serious cigars, even though
Well,
obviously they make cigars for Gurkha as well.
they're a
But what I'm
brand,
trying
not
to
a
say is,
manufacturer. Yeah.
but what I'm saying is, but if you limit yourself to only Aganorsa, you're gonna know exactly what you're getting. Whereas with Gurkha works out,
Mm-hmm.
Gurkha is like a 401k. It's
Mm-hmm.
diversified. What do they call it? A mutual
Mm-hmm.
fund. You know what I'm saying though? So Gurkha is a
So
mutual fund. They don't.
is that
Yeah.
cigar is in the Cellar Reserve line?
The 15, and then I think the 18, and maybe the 21. I could be wrong, but then they made a second version of the 15 with a darker wrapper. But I don't think it's the same blend
So what is
though.
which one is that? That's the 15?
The 15
Gotcha.
Limitada, the
Okay.
second one, which and I re-smoked the regular 15 Limitada the other night with Big Time Tommy.
Yeah.
And that was a great cigar, man. That
Nice.
was great. And I smoked the 18 2 nights ago with him, and dude, there's nothing wrong with these cigars, and these 6 packs for $30. I mean, it's stupid. Like you got to get over like this blindness to $5 in these fucking. Like, clearly, I told you guys what cigars actually cost to make.
Right.
Opus X, as far as the tobacco, doesn't even in the cigars it costs $5 to make. So it's boxing, marketing, and what the MSRP is. Okay, so it's like anything else. Like you think that $10,000 ring really costs at best? You'd be lucky if it costs. It's just worth its weight in gold, maybe at best. But
Hmm.
everything there's all this other added cost and branding, whatever, and labor. But my point is, there's some great deals out there on these sampler packs, and I don't want guys to sleep on them. I think you buy a couple of these sample packs and try these cigars a few times, and you have a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, I want to address something. I think AP should have been on, or Chop Chop, or Sacco. I'm just coming in because
Yeah, because you're a dear friend. AP's not a friend of mine anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that,
AP,
dude.
I just made that up. Um,
That's too bad. I remember first he loses his wrench, and I guess you guys' friendship has ended. But it is what it is, right? Life goes on.
yeah, it is what it is. Now that I'm a soda-holic, imagine Richie's just drinking soda every night. He's like just burping. He's like crushing up the cans on his head. He's like, ah.
Yeah, shotgunning him, puncture him.
What would be harder to do? It
Mm.
would be harder to drink a 6-pack of soda every night versus a 6-pack. Imagine drinking
Mm.
6 12-ounce cans of beer of soda every night. Just even doing that one night. I couldn't
I
do it in
couldn't
one
do it.
night. I would
I
throw
couldn't do it
up.
one time.
I would throw up. I would be puking.
No way.
And there's no incentive after the first can of soda.
I'd do 6 Jaeger bombs before I did that, dude. Oh wait, not Jaeger bomb. I'm thinking of what is it when you put a shot into a beer? Oh
But
shit, dude.
well,
Sky's like opening up. All right.
they had Jaeger bombs, right? Jaeger bombs. We had the Jaeger and the um, I don't know, the Irish car bombs
Yeah,
and
yeah, Irish car bomb. That's what I'm thinking of.
yeah, but yeah. So that's the problem I have with um the brand you're
Yeah.
smoking. What was the name of it again?
Nicaragua.
Avo. I don't understand the brand. Like it's okay in a way. Davidoff's like, yeah, it's a luxury brand, but like, isn't Davidoff a luxury brand?
Right.
Yeah. Well, it's a lower tier luxury brand. So why anyone that smokes Davidoff would want to smoke a lower tier luxury brand? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's not like it's it is cheaper, but it's like I'd rather just go smoke Camacho. I don't know.
Yeah. So far, I gotta say it's an extremely unpleasant experience because the draw is so open. It's just like It's like I don't know. It feels like I'm just like sucking in pure smoke. You know what I mean? It's not filtering
Sounds
at
like it's
all.
underpacked.
Yeah, way underpacked.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not. I'll be that serious. I'd rather smoke Camacho. Like, I'm not talking about the shitty Camacho ones, but I'd rather smoke a real Camacho cigar.
Yeah.
You know, over um over Avo. Bro, there's such a this cigar now is like dark at 80%, and there's such a dark mesquite, like if you had a really heavy charcoal mesquite burning fire,
Hmm.
like they're not obnoxious, but just like like if something was like charred almost to the max to it. So it's amazing how with the Brazilian tobacco you can get this very dark presence without being. It's not like it's full strength, you know.
Mm-hmm,
So
hmm.
I'm at a medium full, but it's just you would call it a light medium full. You just got the medium full, but the level of darkness is that I think people like it or hate it when it comes to Brazilian tobacco. With dark Brazilian tobacco, you can get a darkness that if this was the same thing on an AJ cigar, Nicaraguan, this cigar
Yeah.
would be killing you. You know what I'm saying? No.
Hmm, hmm.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so with Brazilian tobacco, you can get to a really dark level without blowing your brains out. You know. So but that might piss some people off though. I think Brazilian tobacco falls a lot under almost the exotic category because I would say this: most cigars ever made in the history of the world don't have Brazilian tobacco in it.
Yeah.
Overall, they don't. So you could say maybe 1%. So when you think about it, it doesn't happen that often. So when it does, I think maybe your mind is just fucked up, and that's why that CAO Brazilian cigar. I'm sorry, the Amazon. I think it
Mhm.
fucks up my mind because my mind's like, what is this shit?
Yeah.
What you know?
The Amazon one. The Brasilia actually tastes pretty straightforward, I think.
Yeah, but that's not just Brazilian tobacco,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
believe,
but
right?
that's way they really calm that one down. I think although Arapiraca that I've smoked, I find it too funky, man. It's too weird. It's too different. So how's it working in that blend?
It works well. Um, it's a smokehouse. There's black pepper, but it's massive. The charredness, darkness of the char almost
Hmm.
is like over the blend. The finish is not super long, but it's not super weak. So the presence of the cigar is not as there as the actual feeling of the cigar. When you smoke, you're like, wow, this is a dark cigar with it. And then afterwards, you're like,
Yeah.
but it's got a lot of bark in a sense, but no bite.
Hmm.
Uh, but
But that could be good.
yes, yeah, you know, you might not want to get your ass kicked. So it feels like like you know a well-made higher end cigar that with very good aged tobacco. If
Hmm.
this tobacco was much younger, I think we'd be pushing this wrapper a lot harder.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
with 15-year aged tobacco, it is what it is. It gives the cigar some nuances, but it's 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 a good cigar. The wrapper on it is very nice. Um, it has a little bit of sweet and sour funkiness to it. I mean, you
Hmm.
get a lot of punch. Like, I don't know what's going on with Florida, but all the cigars this past like week or two, I feel like people just think I'm just saying that a lot. No, I
Yeah.
just been getting like bombarded with like funky, sour, sweet cigars, like that Florida cigar or the
Yeah.
other one before that. What was that other one? What was that
The
other one I
shine.
had?
The shine.
The Shine, but there was another one.
Uh,
Yeah, it was,
I
I
forget.
can't
I
remember.
forget the one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. Um, so yeah, I just been getting a lot of stuff that's. Oh no, I can't remember. I thought I remembered, and then I didn't remember. Um, it's tomato juice. Hey, what's up, Larry? How you doing? It's what it is. Um, yeah, so this is more of a good cigar than a bad cigar. Uh, I'm not
You
saying
see how
it's a
much?
mind blowing experience,
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
but I've come back to the cigar over the years
Hmm.
many times. I mean, I'm going back over 6 years. That's a long time, and for me to even go back to a cigar more than once, that means that it meant something. To
Hmm.
go back more than twice, out of all the different cigars I smoked over the years, like, you know what I'm saying, though? So, I'm not saying it's like, I like it as much as Padron 26, but in the wheelhouses, I like going back to the cigar. Um, it's a very respectable cigar, and when you get them in the price point, when you get a deal, okay, these at the store, if they're $15, $16, you're like, oh, that's MSRP, and all
Hmm.
right, it's a good cigar, but there's other cigars in the price range maybe, and
Right.
you don't want to get left out at a lounge, right? Who gives a shit? But whatever. Um, but at home for $5, oh yeah,
Hmm.
that's.
So
And I think that happens to a lot of brands, like with the Cohibas,
right.
right?
Right.
At a store, $30. You're like, what the hell? At home for $5, I'll smoke a red dot
Right.
all
Right.
day.
Right. Do you think out of the Gurkhas you smoke now, have there been any? And again, saying it that let's say you're buying them at the sampler price, right? At the sampler
Yeah.
price, is there anything that you feel like is not worth smoking? Like out of all these, have you had any real duds? Because we talked about that. They've done a lot of really really off stuff in the past. Did you find any new ones like that? Hmm.
And the 21 dude is right there with David Offazino. I can't stress it enough. Well,
Yeah, I want to
if
try that one.
if you had three Toros, a Zeno, a Davidoff, and that 21 Gurkha, and you cut the cap on all of them and no bands,
Yeah.
and you smoked all three different nights, and okay, tell me what you're getting, whatever, and what you liked about it, and then after that, I said, okay, now guess which one after that, after you smoke everything, not by just looking at
Hmm.
them.
Right. Right. Right.
I'm telling you, like, no one's gonna go, oh, this one's a piece of shit. Up front, though, of course, people are gonna go, oh, it sucks because it's a Gurkha, and that's
Right. Right. Right.
that a stigma that no matter what, even now, like I said, now they're like, oh, look, Gurkha by AJ, Gurkha by EP Carrillo. They're putting that on there so to remind idiots that are like, listen, we don't make cigars and we made mistakes in the past, but we're working with good people now. And so now I think that's a step in the right direction. But I don't know. I don't care. I'm not getting paid by them. But yeah, no, I haven't. I haven't. No, I haven't had one from a
No
brick and mortar
bullshit.
that was no, no,
You think
no.
the 21 is the best out of that group? Have you smoked all out of the sampler pack now?
Why would you even ask me that? Hands down, the 21's the best. You don't remember me saying that?
No, I don't remember you saying that.
All right, that seemed like a legitimate answer, so I won't bust your balls. I said that plenty of times. The 21, even though the 21 is not the strongest of the
Mm-hmm,
group,
mm-hmm.
and that's up to debate which is the strongest, because the 18 is stronger, but not massively stronger.
Yeah.
18 has, and the 15 has a little bit of a Corojo feel. The regular, this one's darker, but I think the regular 15 has a more longer finish. And then
Mm-hmm.
the 50th anniversary is kind of a unique cigar. I only had that now twice in my life. I kind of want to do that again because I was just smoking that, and that was like my second cigar in that night. When I smoked the 15th, 10th anniversary this week. Um, but the 21 is the best one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, but what Connecticut though? So that yard cigar Maduro, like stupid, you know.
Right. If I slow down and I smoke this, there's a funkiness to it. There's a sweetness to it. There's almost like a hickory to it.
Mm,
Not bad. I think this is what I would consider a dud though. I think the draw is so open it just doesn't
yeah.
it's not performing well. But I wanted to try it because Sako recommended them. I
Well,
also don't yeah.
which one?
Well, he said start with the Nicaragua. He said he thought that would be this is the Nicaragua. I'm smoking the one he recommended. But and it's not bad though. The flavor profile is definitely not bad. I think it's just a dud. So I guess too bad.
Yeah, it looks like it's burning like shit.
Yeah, it's burning horribly. Maybe I should relight it.
Wow, it's burning like shit.
Yeah, let me try this.
Um, he said not the box press. He said congratulations on drinking soda. I don't feel happy about it. The soda tastes like shit, and never doing that again. That was a one time deal, baby. That was a one time deal. One.
Oh, good. Now I scorched it. All right.
Yeah, there is some pungent sourness to it and
Yeah.
sourdough. Uh, a very dark charred wood with a heavy
Hmm.
presence while you're puffing on it and the smell of it, but it doesn't linger on the tongue. You know, when you have a charred note that stays on the tongue, that is a really big presence. But if it doesn't stay on the tongue, just when you're puffing on it, you're like, wow. And then when it goes away, like, what happened? Like when you have a cigar that with a lot of charred wood, that's all I like about Fuentes. Even though they don't start off that strong, when the charred wood comes out by the second, third,
Hmm.
the finish starts to take pretty long. You know,
Yeah.
like, but that's just my preference when a cigar has charred wood notes. I prefer it to hang out, you know, with the profile. You know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
just sit back and listen to the cigar,
Yeah.
and then maybe you could put it and say, "Oh, I did enjoy it," because, or you're gonna enjoy it more, in a sense, like just enjoying the ride. Like, "Oh, I didn't mean to take this road, and I prefer taking the other highway." All right, well, you're gonna get there, you know, and now you're stuck on that. And so I think sometimes with cigars, even though we talk about what we prefer and which is important, um, sometimes just why sometimes reviewing a cigar the first time you have it, it's a different. If I would have just smoked it first and then
Hmm.
cigar, not when I'm smoking it, when I'm done, my process is everything. It's like a police report the next day. You get all the evidence, all the witnesses. You talk to everyone. You talk to all the officers. You look for all the CCTV camera, and then the next day, like this is what happened last night. With multiple different versions, and then we can debate or talk about it. But like while it's going on, you're like, "What happened? Yo, Richie shot Bobby Lupo right over there." And another person's like, "It's because they were banging the same hooker." And then the wife's like, "Ah, my husband." And like so everyone's just like, it's all the truth, but it's all. And then the kid, no one talks about, Bobby's kid. Bobby's kid just watching his dad get whacked. That kid's good. That there should be a movie about Bobby's son who grows up to be a serial killer, who kills like gangsters because Richie got killed. Richie killed Bobby's father. So in reality, it's Batman. Richie killed Bobby Lupo. Bobby Lupo is Bruce Wayne's dad, and Bobby Lupo's son is Bruce Wayne. Dude, that's a new level to that movie. We never thought about that.
I will watch
All right,
that.
check that. No, bro, I gotta fucking call. I gotta call up Warner Brothers, whoever owns the rights to that movie, because think about that, man. Because and then Steven Seagal could be Alfred, like his trainer for Batman, like an old guy. He's like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna teach you how to.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's just all gangster
Yeah,
Batman.
Gangster Batman with no rules would be fucking
Yeah,
amazing.
that'd be crazy.
I'm gonna give you a Gotham you can't refuse.
What would it be like when he runs into the Penguin? Isn't the Penguin supposed to be a gangster character? He's like more gangster than the.
You know what I'm saying? Though he sees a pen. I know the guy. He's a friend of mine. He's like,
That'd be funny. Yeah, it changes the rules of the universe.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Joker has just got to go. The Joker. Well, the Joker in reality is just what big companies do. Because the Joker's always poisoning everyone with his laughing gas and poisoning people in their food and poisoning the rivers and everything. Like, oh, it's like Procter and Gamble. Oh, it's like Bayer. Oh, it's like all these major corporations that are putting chemicals in all the food and drinks and sodas and the medicines. And like the Joker's like, and you're like, yeah, Batman figured it out. It's like if you take aspirin every day and drink Coca Cola every day and eat a McDonald's every day, you're gonna die of cancer, guaranteed. The Joker's like, you figured it out. I don't know.
So maybe, maybe,
And
maybe Bobby Lupo's kid starts out just wanting revenge, and slowly becomes the enemy of these big corporations doing bad things.
yeah, well, what if like Bobby Lupo's son has like this, like he's killing all these gangsters. He grows up and he's getting revenge because he's killing the guy that in his mind that killed his father.
Hmm.
At the same time, like his mother um is losing her house because of she's broke, right? And because she developed a drinking problem after her husband got
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
because she was hookers. So she developed a drinking problem and gambling problem. So she's getting evicted from her house because she's paying taxes on property
Hmm.
taxes, right?
Hmm.
Doesn't matter if you own it. You never own it because you can't if you don't pay your property taxes. So therefore, she's falling behind, and the sheriff's going to evict her because she's falling behind on the property taxes. And then he realizes he's killing all these gangsters because the gangster killed his cops,
Yeah.
but the cops make salary from property taxes.
Mm.
Wait a second, who's worse, the gangster or my father who lived off the backs of working people? There's no volunteer cops, man. They're getting fucking paid by people's taxes,
Hmm.
by their property tax, big time. So then he realizes his mother's getting evicted and get evicted by the sheriff, and then he has like this whole like. Does that make any sense? What I'm trying to say?
It's like no, no. So it's like you could almost do it like John Wick, but he's going. It's like Batman meets John Wick, but he goes up in levels. At first, he's killing the gangsters. Then he's going after cops. Then he's going after corporations.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then like yeah, because like he goes to town hall and he's like, why do you have to raise taxes every year on people? Why can't you keep it the same or lower them? Or how come they're like, well, we need the money for schools? Okay, what happens for gay people who don't have kids? We need the money for schools. Well, what happens to people that don't have any kids? We need the money for schools. What happens to people when their kids turn 18 and they're not in school no more? Shut the fuck up, Bobby. And then fucking like you know what I'm saying? Like and then like you see what I'm saying though? Like you start
Yeah.
asking questions. You know what I'm saying though? Right? You start asking questions
Well,
and you think about it. You could become homeless. You could pay off your house. And if you don't keep on paying that property taxes, getting shaken down by the city and county and state you live in, if you don't pay them, you'll be kicked out homeless and then you'll be sucking dick and you'll die of AIDS. At the threat of AIDS, you will pay your property taxes because if they kick you out, you'll be homeless. And to survive, if you're old and retired, what other job are you going to do besides sucking dick? And then you die of AIDS. So in reality, they keep AIDS outside your house so you keep paying your property taxes because once you become homeless, you're going to suck dick so you can rent out a motel. Really think about this shit.
okay, hold on. First of all, you think some guy, some guy who's like reached retirement age, and then he's running out of money. His first thought is, "I'm gonna suck dick for money."
His condo, and now he's
I just feel like a person
hey, maybe he'll go back to work. What if he can't go back to work? He's disabled.
who's who's paying this guy. Who wants so this guy's like what 80
Don't
and
ever
he's
do that. Dude, there's weird people that want everything, man. I'm sure there's disabled cocksuckers out there.
well, let me say this as well. I think
First of all, I'm offended that you think disabled people can't suck dick too. You know,
I just don't know how big the market is if you're an 80-year-old man who's a straight 80-year-old man who's disabled. What's the
I
market?
feel like you're not hearing my fucking message. Okay, my message. You're going down a very minute thing. Are you listening to my message? That Bobby's father was whacked by Richie, and the same system that. But you understanding is corruption, baby. That one system, Richie will fucking come and kill you, but the other system won't kill you off the bat, but they'll keep on taxing you. And it's just like the mafia. As long as you keep paying, then you can stay in the house you already paid off. But the next year, price is going up. Well, you got to keep on paying, right? You see what I'm saying, though? Does that make sense?
I think the cigars is the mood, and I think the Arapapi Rocket is funky, and I think this cigar isn't operating, and I think the combination. Um, I'm feeling really lost, man. Um, yeah, I I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. I think
Listen, bro, I got charred fucker and sweet sour funkiness going on with a slight black pepper because Brazilian tobacco doesn't have major spice. It's just enough. And fucking weird with like a dark muted chocolate. So it's a fucking weird shit. So it's a dark cigar, but without a major presence. It's kind of like if Darth Vader was hanging out and talking about the Mets. He's like, wow, it's Darth Vader. He's like, oh, can't believe about second base, huh? Yeah, he broke his arm, huh? Yeah, he was jerking guys off. Huh? Yeah, right? Like, I didn't watch that game. He's like, oh, because it was in my mind. You're like, wow.
that's funky, dude.
Look, I'm
That's funky.
yeah, exactly. He's like, what? He's like, I'm just kidding, but I still fucked your mother.
Wow. Um,
And that's a legal statement. Just because if someone fucks your mother doesn't make him your father.
That's true. But in a way, does it? Like a little bit?
No,
Not at
no,
all.
no, 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 no. It does. No, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, no, no. It's like no, no. People together having a meal together shared a meal, but
Yeah.
after they ate that, meal, they go home and they shit it out. Then if someone went into the toilet bowl and took that shit out and then ate it, you didn't share the meal. You're there in the now you're trying to go into the present by the past, and that's what eating shit is. It's too late, man. Food, but once food goes into the past, it becomes shit, and you can never turn shit back into fucking food. What goes down can never come back up. That's why
I
when they bury
absolutely.
you,
Yeah.
they don't bury you 6 feet above ground. The fuck are they gonna put you? Are you gonna float, cocksucker?
I, I can't. I can't argue with this at all. Yeah, yeah. Gio says it was fentanyl and Richie soda. Are you getting? How are you doing on the soda?
Fucking lit, man.
We see. We see the this is how they get you. Could you drink another one now?
No, no. I'm a little man.
Okay.
I'm a little. I'm a little man. I'm just high on sugar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They shouldn't. They should. They shouldn't give you sugar, bro. You're too strong to be drinking soda, man. You're too powerful to start, dude. I never even seen that tat, dude. You're flexing on a whole different level.
Ah. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Oh shit. What's that?
Yes, sir. This tattoo,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Yeah, that tattoo. Yeah, that
yes,
tattoo. That's a good tattoo, man.
yeah.
Is that Mary and a cross?
It's an angel. I have nowhere to grab here.
Taco put me in the hot seat tonight, boy.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's yeah. So I'm a little man.
Yeah.
I got a so you can see see Roxy was my mother's middle name,
Okay.
and then that's the cross my mother wore when she died.
Oh wow.
Taught theater, and so the day she died with the dates on the sad face, and the
Oh.
day she was born on the happy face.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's a really good tattoo, man.
Yeah. I know. I thought of the whole idea myself too.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a little guy, and I'm not. I don't have much presence. You know what I'm saying though.
Is that hard? Is it
I
hard?
feel I'm wearing. I feel like I'm wearing my arm as a necklace and a bulletproof vest, and like nobody cares.
Is it tough being so small that people try to intimidate you all the time and stuff?
I really get scared. I went for a 4 mile walk in Delray, Florida today, up and down the train tracks, up and down, um,
Yeah.
and nobody fucked with me, man. And I was wearing a
Really?
Ninja Turtle. Yeah, nobody tried to rob me. I wasn't even strapped
Despite being so small.
by being so small.
That's good. That's good of it. Maybe Florida's
And
a good
normally
place.
I look at my face like this.
Yeah. How do you think of what do you think about pairing Coca-Cola with a cigar? Because I've heard people say stuff like that. Yeah. I don't think. Yeah, I don't remember the last time I had sugar. What's that? Yeah, I can't really see it because it's so small. Is that a knife in a skull?
Yeah, it's a what? I'm a little guy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I totally get it. What is it? What are
I'm a
on the
little guy.
sides? What's here and here?
See, look, I got small triceps. See
For a
that?
little guy, dude, you got your arm looks the same size as my arm in a jacket.
Look at what? Watch. You see that? That's that's triceps.
Yeah,
So if I was shooting a gun or something, you just see,
yeah,
see that? Ah. See the tricep. If you're a little guy, you don't got tricep.
right.
Here.
Yeah, yeah. I can just see him.
Ah.
Mm,
Dude, this.
that's crazy, man.
Yeah. I, I, I don't lie when I say don't fuck a Richie, man, bro. My hands and arms are and my traps are extremely, and that's what's going to reality when two men scuffle.
Yeah,
The hands are going to be, but the hands are connected to the arms, the forearms, the biceps, the triceps, and it's all connected to your shoulders and your back, and your chest. So all these things are important. And Richie's upper body is built like a brick shit house. I'm not lying. When I went to the Cairo the first time, when he was adjusting my neck and feeling
yeah.
it, and then he was okay. Now let's look at your back and traps. And he's like, "Holy shit, this is your traps!" And like he felt it, and then like he moved to the side to feel more of it. He's like, "I can't even put it all on my hand." I said, "Yeah, people don't realize until they fuck with me how strong I am." He's like, "These are the biggest traps I ever felt." I'm like, "Yeah, well,
They
fuck a
need. They
Richie."
need. If you go to the chiropractor, you need two chiropractors, one on the other chiropractor's shoulders, like that.
My head is so big it gives an optical illusion that people think like, you know what I'm saying though. It really
Hmm.
is. I can't stress it enough.
Yeah,
You know.
I think
Yeah.
I think a like
What's that,
a or I think a Toro for you is like a Corona for me, man.
bro? Yeah. Richie doesn't need crystal meth. Just give him a Coca-Cola. He said, just give him a Coca-Cola. This is like a plastic surgery for last night over and over again. I don't even know what he's talking about. Oh, the plastic surgeon.
There
Oh
was that
yeah.
guy, yeah.
I don't know.
This is interesting. There's some, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's crazy. Where you been getting all these cool shirts, man? Mm-hmm. I gotta get one of the Dr. Pepper ones for sure. I don't think I thought it would be funny, but I don't even think I could drink a whole can of Dr. Pepper. Just seeing you do it, dude. Yeah. 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 That's true, dude. You'd be like a German soldier on amphetamine.
Yeah, well, they say like I don't know the Coca Cola. I'm sure it does something to the mind, especially if you don't do it all the time. People, the mind becomes numb, right? Like if
Yeah.
you're used to putting a bowling ball up your ass, you're gonna get used to putting a bowling ball up your ass. But so you know, I never drink soda. So that one time tonight, my mind's like, "Ah."
Yeah. I can't imagine, dude. Think about how chill Chop would be if he didn't drink soda. Mhm. Mhm.
You drink soda every day. You get he was having what he said 32. That'd be like drinking two of these every day, 7 days a week. But you know he's drinking more than that. You know, oh yeah, I'm only doing half a liter. I'm only doing 1 liter a day. Get the fuck.
Dude, I've seen you smoke. I've seen you smoke strong AJs and be less effective than that one can.
Dude, that shit fucked me up, man.
That was crazy.
That shit fucked me up, man. Yeah, yeah, fuck it.
This cigar, I could tell that there's good flavor in this, but I'm not able to get through to it because of the burn. Um,
Mm.
I
Do you
think,
think it's a physical
uh
thing or mental? Like, I think like mentally you giving up on it. That could happen too. You know, mentally you
mm,
give up on a cigar and then it starts tasting like shit. It's kind of imagine if you're banging a girl, but you don't want to be there. You're like,
yeah,
you don't even want it anymore.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying though?
yeah. I think I kind of I'm getting little glimpses of what Avo might be about though, in terms of being a brand that has some refinement to it, but it's more in the regular range of flavor notes. Nutty, um, wood, hickory, like you know what I mean, like more. Whereas it's not a super like elevated style of flavor note, where you might have that for Davidoff, whereas for Camacho you have really bold type of flavor notes, right?
But bro, I've been smoking cigars longer than you, my friend. I've been reviewing cigars a long time.
Yeah,
When it comes to cigars and cigars as a brand and as individuals, I could tell you about like, I could tell you about Davidoff. I could tell you about Padron and
yeah,
Fuente. I could tell you about Drew Estate with the Liga Number Nines and the Undercrowns and T52, and tell you what their vibe they were going after, maybe the
yeah,
target audience, price points. I don't know shit about Avo because I'm not interested. Every time I have one, I'm like, I won't have one again for maybe a year or two. Like
yeah,
I don't see any Avo. I don't like their branding. I don't like their profiles really. The price points is like just below Davidoff sometimes. So you're like, well, what the fuck is this? Then just get a Davidoff. You know what I'm saying though? And they're not as good. I'd rather have Davidoff over Avo anytime. So
right,
then what the fuck are they doing? Like what are they doing? Like what are they doing? Like what are they? Oh, they're trying to be a luxury cigar. Well, they're not as good as Davidoff or even Fuente. I'd rather have Fuente Hemingway up over Avo.
right.
So then okay. So then and then Padron if you want to go for luxury cigar.
That makes absolute sense. Hmm. Yeah. Right.
You know, I went back the next day because I was the only shop in Huntington, New York that had.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe the profile. I,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. 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 Absolutely. I see what you mean. It's just not a top type of brand.
what the fuck is Avo doing for me? What are they doing that other brands don't do?
All right.
Same or you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying though?
Richie, I want to get to the bottom of this. I'm gonna get another Avo, dude. I'm gonna pull out another Avo right now. Fuck
Do it.
that. Let's find out.
Do it, bro. Do it. Do it, bro.
I'll do it, Richie. I'll do it right now. I'll do it as we speak. All right. This is the classic,
The
dude.
more this blend, the more I get what they're trying to do. And you like something like the Amazon Basin by CEO, but if you want something like that, but way less Brazilian, like it still has Brazilian tobacco in it, but it has more normal. And like to me, the Amazon Basin is just much Brazilian. So this feels like a Brazilian cigar, but with being that it's only in the wrapper takes dominance, right? We established that. Um, uh, so I am enjoying it. The charred woods come more of a presence. The black pepper spice, a little more presence. It has a slightly sweet and sour pungentness to it, and dampness. Um, the finish heavy and stronger. It's just overall, it is an enjoyable, semi-experimental kind of cigar. It's not like
Hmm.
so experimental where you're like, what the? But overall, it works. If you're looking for a dark cigar without a major presence,
Hmm.
because it's a light and full, you know. So I think most people smoking might be expecting it to be much stronger. At the same time, it is very dark cigar. See,
Hmm.
people get so confused with darkness and strength, and they have nothing in common. But this is what they do have in common. I'll tell you right now, my friend. Most times, brands when they make a dark cigar, they blend it to be strong. So
Yeah.
people then assume dark cigars are strong. It has nothing to do. It's like if you see a car with a racing stripe, generally it's not
Hmm.
four cylinder, right? So you assume it's got racing tires. It's probably got a V8, right? You assume that, but it's not always the case. So people assume. So it doesn't always mean dark cigars are going to be strong, but generally they're blended that way because they're not going to waste tons of Lajero on a Connecticut shade wrapper.
Hmm. Hmm.
That makes
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And also, when you think about very light shade wrapper tobacco, that's going to burn so fast. And if you have tons of heavy, dark Lajero, thick Lajero in the filler, and binder, think about the burn ratio, how it's going to be so fucked up. That wrapper is going to want to get ahead of itself. It's going to. That make any sense? So what if it's also just not about the norm, keeping the social norm that Connecticut cigars, light shade cigars, should be only blended mild because that's what newbies smoke. But also, what
Yeah.
if it's more deeper than that? That generally speaking, with lighter shade wrapper tobacco, that's very weaker in strength, that burns faster because it's thinner. What if it just can't be blended with tons of Lajero because that stuff's going to burn so much slower and it wouldn't be a good producing product? Does that make any sense?
Yeah. I'd like to know the facts on that because
So you're
I
calling me a fucking liar?
hold on, hold on. I read that Cuban cigars are blended with lower priming wrappers and higher priming filler. So I wonder at what point does that happen where you can't have the two, right? Because obviously you can have the two a little bit, but at what point does it really, you know?
When you say lower prime and wrappers, I mean, so they're not using Lajero though. I mean, but they're still using the Viso.
Are they? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess they're using. Yeah, they're probably using Viso, right? I guess they would use some. Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
Look,
even
I'm not a blender.
Lajero,
I don't know.
Lajero and Viso, there's layers to it. You know that, right?
Hmm, hmm.
You have first priming, second priming. So, um, yeah, there's a lot to it. I think.
I'm not impressed with this one either.
Which one are you smoking?
This is This is the Avo Classic. This is a number two. It's a Toro. I think it's 6x50. Um, so far it's leathery. It's nice, but I see what you mean. There's nothing about the profile that makes me need it.
They're not special cigars, man, and they're demanding a special price.
Yeah. This one, the draw is good though, so that's nice.
I'm not saying they're shit quality. I'm not saying they're using shit tobacco. What I'm saying is they're blends. Like, okay, there was a time where back in the day I worked for a certain guy and we used to hang out at a certain. Whenever I see the lounge, he would say, "Go in my locker, grab whatever you want."
Yeah.
I said anything. Hey, grab whatever you want, man. And so I'd always grab like an Avo because that was like the best stuff he had in there. And he said, "Grab whatever you want." And after smoking Avo several times, I was like, "They're really not special." I was just
Yeah.
grabbing price point, and he said, "Grab anything, right?" And if he says
Yeah.
grab whatever you want, you're gonna grab the best, right? Um, well, best by price point, right? And I found them to be kind of like not special, not exciting. Didn't have extremely luxurious feeling to them. So then, what the fuck about them is really that special? Like, if it was branded as like some like mid-tier brand for like $7, you're like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. Well, aren't a lot of
It's
Avos are around $10, right? A lot of them.
not in New York. Not in New York. Easily $12 to $15. Easy. I think we lost the channel. I don't know what happened. Everyone left. Everyone
I
said,
guess so. All right. Well, we can just chill out now.
yeah, just chilling out, me and you.
Fuck 'em, dude.
Fuck
Fuck
it,
'em.
man.
Time to hang out.
Oh, yeah.
Kick back,
You keep back, pop a few soda.
dude. I don't
Dude,
remember the
I'm
last time.
so
Yeah.
garbage on this. I don't know how motherfuckers do it.
I
Like this
yeah.
is taxing. If I had to do this every day,
Yeah.
oh my god.
I
And this
remember.
is one. Think about that. People do this shit easy. 3, 4, 5, 6 cans a day. Easy. Everywhere they go. They don't even drink water. So imagine now you're not even getting yourself water. So imagine your health. And then you give yourself all that sugar. Imagine all the inflammation on the joints. And then you're gonna be like slop. It's not like let's say if you ate a lot of like food, but it had like nutrients in it, you might
Yeah.
gain some. You still gonna get a lot of muscle mass. You know what I'm saying though? If the weight you're gonna gain from sodas is not gonna be anything good, you know what I'm saying though? It's just gonna be pure fat,
Yeah.
like gelatin.
For sure.
Because like a bull, right? Like a strong bull, he has some weight to him, but
Right.
like
Right.
under that little bit of a belly, he's got that motherfucker's a beast. You know what I'm saying though?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Soda is not gonna be like, oh yeah, that's just like like a big motherfucker. Watch out, like a big football player, yeah, like a lineman. No one's gonna go, hey, look at that guy. He's got a little bit of a belly. He's 395 pounds. That motherfucker will run through your house. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying though?
Yeah. Yeah.
So no, but that guy's not drinking soda. You know what I'm saying though? He's just
Yeah. Yeah.
eating. He's not doing tons of cardio, but he's just eating everything and just short spurts of energy.
Yeah.
But you got to understand though. So it's like
Yeah. Yeah.
soda.
For
I
sure.
think a regular person, right, who's not lifting weights like that is gonna be like, you know what? I think I need to introduce 200 grams of sugar from high fructose corn syrup into my bloodstream every day. And who knows what other chemicals, right? I need to get addicted to this shit. Because I can't imagine if you're doing that all the time, that's got to be a hard habit to kick. Because everywhere you go, right? You go to get pizza, you go to get Chinese, you go to fast food. You want to, what soda? No one's drinking water. No one's drinking water.
I remember I was at dinner with a football player one time. I thought he was ordering for the table, right? You know how Italians will order for the table? I
Yeah.
thought he was ordering for the table, dude. He was just
Yeah.
ordering for himself. That's how much they eat. It was crazy.
Holy shit. Dude, that's a lot. Well, those guys are doing 2-a-days. I mean, they're working out in the morning and then they work out again at night. Those guys,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
they'll go,
yeah,
you go to practice all day, 3-4 hours, and then fucking go hit the gym for 2 hours at night.
yeah,
Those
yeah,
those guys got. But the problem is about football players, right? Especially a front lineman or offensive defensive lineman. Dude, but those guys, by the time they're even 30 years old, their knees and backs are blown out. Forget it by the time they're 40. They're all hooked
yeah,
on pain. Like, dude, like, how how many old how many? Let's put it this way: how many old 80-year-old football players do you know? They're not. They don't make it. They're dead. By the time they're in their 50s, they're dying of cardiac arrest because
yeah,
they got to take pills for the pain. Nobody gets away from the pain, man. When you're so, I'm wrong. You're gonna be. It's really football's and cage fighting in a sense is the
right,
modern uh, gladiator sports. So
right,
yeah,
right,
you're
right.
gonna get the pussy, but it's a fast life,
Yeah,
and most people don't get out of it alive. Meaning, like it's okay. Let's say, oh, you become a professional fighter, just to get to that level, how much damage you're gonna have, and then even if
right,
you have a 5-year career and you're good with your money, like even if you don't have to work anymore, you're fucking fried. Like you know what I'm saying? And you know,
yeah,
the brain, you can't take that much sustained hits to the head.
yeah,
Brain injury, and then that's why those guys end up. Same thing with guys with the traumatic brain injury. You become just fried like shell shock, and then you know how are you gonna have a quality life after that? You know.
right, right, right. Yeah,
Uh,
that's crazy. I don't know. I don't know how that shit goes. And yeah,
Accident. The average football game is the equivalent to most car accidents. How many times they get hit in the head and
yeah,
tackled and piled by 4 or 5 guys, 300 pounds each? You
yeah,
don't think that caused any damage?
dude. No,
Oh,
absolutely.
oh, there you go. He's wearing a helmet. You know what I'm saying? Oh, holy shit, bro.
You ever seen a
Like,
football game in person?
yeah, yeah.
The
Giants.
first the first time you saw it, I don't know. At least for me, the first time I saw it, when they smash together,
Yeah.
it's not like it is on TV, right? Like it's
So it's
serious.
loud. Same thing in hockey too, man. Um, Hockey, those guys hit hard, but it's different though, because even though they hit hard and they'll have to punch each other, there's something about they're hitting each other, but they're on ice. When they hit each other, you're still moving in a sense, right? Or maybe like
Yeah, yeah,
going
yeah.
against
Right, right, right,
you're on the ground, and then somebody could jump on you again, and then 5 more people could jump on you again.
right, right, right.
And football, head over heels, they flip, they try to jump over people, and then they
Yeah,
grab their legs and they land on their neck. How many guys have broken necks from football and everything? So then we're wrong. I'm not saying obviously I think hockey in some ways tougher because guys can punch each other in the face, but as far as overall damage, no one's like for the most part landing on their head and breaking their necks in hockey. Um, so I think football has a lot, in my opinion, more permanent damage. Some of those players could play a long time in hockey, whereas I mean they're phenomenal athletes. I'm just saying the
hmm,
damage. So people leave
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
people games pretty much almost in a body bag. You know, broken legs, broken arms. Fucking, and they'll wheel him off real quick and like, oh no, he's fine. We're gonna evaluate him at the hospital, and then they're injecting every fucking thing, and they're like, you know, we need you in the next game, and they're fucking, dude, you know how much sauce they give those guys, painkillers and everything. Boxing's a whole other thing. Boxing,
Yeah.
bro, nobody gets out of boxing alive. Nobody. You know, no,
What about Mike Tyson?
as damage he has, but also not just it's not just the damage.
Yeah,
Uh, uh, the lifestyle, and he talks about it. He blew all that money on drugs and women, and you know he's lucky to still be alive.
yeah,
You know, how much can you fuck? How much can you eat? How much can you drink? How much could you snort? How much can you how much? You know, when you have that much of he still be alive. You know,
dude. This cigar, I can't get a draw on it now. Unbelievable. I
Goody, have a
I
go,
don't
man.
know.
Goody said he's out of here later, brother. You can't get a draw.
I don't know.
Sorry to hear that.
For the most part, I'm just saying, 2 for 2. These avos are not impressing me.
Who's fighting? Oh yeah. Well, here's the thing, though. Which it's a smart. Listen, no. It's smart for both of them. This will be the biggest fight the guy ever had, Jake Paul.
Right. Right.
And
Right.
for
Right.
which is Tyson, he needs
Right.
that money. He can make $100 million from this fight. So
Right.
fucking money. He's not going to get killed in the fight. It's a little white kid. You know what I'm saying? No, he
Hmm.
could get beat because he's 30 years younger, and this kid has a lot of stamina. So I'm not saying that he's a better boxer at all. But Mike Tyson is 30 years older. So can
Yeah.
Mike Tyson still hit him and crush him? Absolutely. But do I think this is going to be rigged? Absolutely.
Oh,
Ab-
interesting. Yeah.
Absolutely, it's going to be rigged. Right
I didn't
from
even
the
think about that.
right from the get go, every picture for Jake Paul for this fight, he's doing this, which in secret society, that's a symbol. I don't know if you know anything about that. That's a symbol they use. You know what I'm saying, though?
I don't know that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Satanic groups and everything. That's what make people to know. Like, one, you're saying, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I'm down with the cause. You know, and also, like, for the other people, keep your mouth shut, too. It's a sign.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. Who knows? Maybe Mike Tyson comes out and kills Jake Paul. Maybe he kills him. Like, maybe he literally face off. Like, that could happen, too.
He does. I don't know, man. I think I did see. There's a video of Mike Tyson training for the fight, and he definitely does look slower. Like if you look at MMA fighters, like he's not up to par for the speed, and especially the speed he used to have, right? So who knows?
Yeah, but the power he has,
Oh yeah,
and his precision, like that's something. The timing of the weight. It's not just punching. Mike Tyson with his feet work. How he's gonna hit you. He's so good at getting to the side of you real quick with his feet, and then hitting
yeah,
you like here you have your hands up, but then when the guy's punching you from here, right? You're fuck. So he'll get real quick to the side of you, and now you got a
yeah.
punch or an uppercut coming from the side, and you're not ready for it. You know what I'm saying? It's not about how strong a punch is. When you're not ready for it, you know what I'm saying though. When you don't see it coming, you can't, and you're not ready for it. You don't block it, and
Hmm.
he,
Hmm.
that guy will knock you the fuck out. You won't even see it, man. His uppercuts were the nastiest because yeah, he's a tremendously strong guy for his size. But the point is, the way he would get his footwork in, and because of his lower, he's like a big giant. He's or a short giant. So he's
Yeah, yeah,
tremendously.
yeah, yeah.
He should have been 6'3", 6'4", but he's
Mm.
short for a really big guy. So people will see him as 5'10" or something like that, right? Or 5'10", 5'11", really 5'10". Um, it doesn't matter. He's built like a 6'4" guy, just with short legs. If that makes any
Mm.
sense. So like
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
motherfucker, he's gonna come in underneath you and punch in your motherfucking throat, man. Like that's bad news. Like honestly, it's gonna be good money for both of them. I
Yeah,
think they're gonna have to fix in though. You know what I'm saying? I don't. These things are rigged. These things are
yeah.
rigged. It's entertainment. It's all it is.
Right.
So the old Mike Tyson, was he rigged? No, not 1987, not
Yeah,
1991. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was killing people. Um, so, but is he going to be down for the cause for this kind of money? Yeah, whatever they want, you know. Yeah, if we see this guy
yeah.
knock on Mike Tyson in the second round, bro, trust me, it was fucking planned. You know, there's nothing special about Avo. I'm not saying small batch of stuff and their seasonal stuff can be enjoyed. I'm not saying that, but overall, bro, it's a brand that I'm not wasting my time with. I don't care. I'm not wasting my time with them. Until you give me an Avo by AJ Fernandez and they make something actually strong. You know what I'm saying? you know, like it's I don't know what they I don't know what they're going after. What is the target audience of Avo? What is it? What
I'm
is
not
it?
sure, man. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like nothing
Well,
about this.
how much target audience? Is luxury on a budget? Then what the fuck? Then go with Davidoff. You don't want a budget. Oh, it's
Right.
cheaper than Davidoff. Oh, so it's a luxury cigar? Well, it's a few more dollars than Camacho, but Camacho makes some stronger cigars. So what is it then? Well, it's like luxury on a budget. Guys that want to smoke a luxury cigar, they're gonna go smoke a Davidoff or Padron or Fuente,
Yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah.
or Steve Saka, or Andalusian Bull or something like that. You know, what the fuck? Nobody fucking cares about Avo. And I'm not saying that to be a dick. What I'm saying is, it's been a long time you've been out, and nobody fucking cares. And I'm not saying that I'm a hater. I want them to make awesome cigars. Do you know that about me, right?
Yeah. You're always rooting for people. I'm getting some like some. It's weird. It tastes like Lajero, which is funny because this is like a Connecticut. I don't know what to say, man. Like I always have something to say about a cigar, and these are really, like you said, there's nothing to them.
Nothing to it, bro. I'd rather have the Camacho Broadleaf, phenomenal cigar. The Camacho
Yeah.
Nicaragua. I'll take those at a lounge for $10 over those cigars any day of the week. You know,
Mm-hmm.
any day of the week.
Sorry, one sec. Be right back.
Now you're right, Uncle Larry. He still is very dangerous, man. It's Mike Tyson is a bad man. There's nobody here that would want to face Mike Tyson bare knuckle. That would be a mistake. He would knock you the fuck out. He'd break your face. I mean, Mike Tyson is serious. Oof. Lights out. So it's going to be a good fight, and it's going to be free, I think, right? It's going to be on Netflix, which is smart. This is the smartest move by Netflix because people have been deleted. People have been deleting their Netflix account, right? So now to watch this fight, it's on Netflix, right? So nobody, people, bro, are just gonna join Netflix for 1 month just for this. It's genius marketing, genius, because that's all new money for Netflix. You know what I'm saying, for new people, and maybe half the people forget to cancel for a few months, right? So this is genius. It's gonna be a free fight, but you have to join Netflix. So it's gonna be fucking. It was a genius marketing move for Netflix to have the biggest fight ever, right? Because to see Mike Tyson come back is really the biggest fight of all time, right? Like we're literally getting to see like Michael Keaton play Batman again. But if they had just a regular standalone Batman, like Batman 3, because there was Batman 1, Batman Returns from 1989, 1992. There was supposed to be a Batman 3, which was Batman Forever. But then Michael Keaton didn't like the plot. He's like, no, you're making this for kids. Michael Keaton's like, this, I want a dark Batman movie, you know? And they're like, no, we're making Batman Forever with Robin, and making stuff for kids and trampolines. Batman Forever was okay, but the it became like a kid's spectacular, like a Disney movie, And so my point is, we're and now they're talking about bringing back Michael Keaton. Did you watch the Oscars? I don't like the Oscars, but they had a scene in the Oscars
Oh, whoops.
where Arnold
Yeah,
Schwarzenegger
I didn't
and
watch it.
Danny.
Yeah.
Okay, did you watch this though? Okay, when you get off this, I want you to watch Arnold Schwarzenegger, Danny DeVito, Oscars. Just type that in on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So Arnold Schwarzenegger played Mr. Freeze, and Danny DeVito played Penguin, right? So they're up on the stage and they're talking about twins. But then they both go, we have something because they were in the movie Twins together, right? But
Yeah.
they said, well, we all have else in common. We both were villains in Batman movies.
Mm.
And he's like, yeah. Arnold's like, yeah, and I played Mr. Freeze. And DeVito's like, yeah, and I played the Penguin. And he goes to him, he goes, what was your he goes, how did Batman get you? And Arnold goes, uh, he goes, how did he get you with heat? Because obviously Mr. Freeze. He
Mm-hmm.
goes, no, got me with love, because if you watch the movie. But my point is, and then he goes, Arnold goes, how did he get you? Talking to DeVito. And DeVito goes, he threw me out a fucking window. Like,
That's
he's
funny.
such a short guy, so it's so brutal. And then they show Michael Keaton, who was the guy who was Batman.
Yeah.
And Michael Keaton was in like Bruce Wayne mode. Michael Keaton's just staring at him like he's in Gotham City, and like he's staring at them. And
That's
then
funny, man.
like, you threw me out a fucking window. I'm a
All right,
midget,
warning.
Like DeVito.
Yeah.
And DeVito's like, he's like, I'm sorry, Michael Keaton's like doing like, I'm still coming for you, cocksucker. And so it was like everyone's like bringing him back. He's still Batman, And
Yeah.
dude, it was it was
Dude, old Batman would be pretty cool, actually. I guess I don't know how well it would work.
old movie like with Michael Keaton. He was just gangster.
Hmm.
He killed people. He was just fucking gangster. He wasn't like, oh, what's the legal ramifications? Should I be doing this? Like Christian Bale had some great moments, and they were
Hmm.
bigger budget at that, and they were more modern approach to Batman. So, and I'm not taking away the Joker. Heath Ledger was amazing Joker, but the
Yeah.
whole realm of Batman's, they put it in reality with like, oh, like because Batman and the Bruce Wayne always be like, I don't know if I should be doing this, and I don't want to kill people. Michael Keaton's Batman, like he stuffed a bomb down a guy's pants and then kicked him in the sewer, and he exploded and died, obviously.
Wow.
And he smiled when it happened. The guy blew up, and he's like yeah, Michael Keaton's Batman, like even though it was like a PG-13 like '80s movie, like that guy
Yeah.
was brutal, like fucking, like
That's awesome.
fucking. When you think about it, like because the tone wasn't as dark as a modern movie, but the modern movies, even though the tone is more realistic, but Batman's like, but no, I can't kill no one. Meanwhile, the guy from the '80s is just like literally brutal. He literally fucking turned his Batmobile around and pushed a button so the engine had like a jet engine. It backfired,
Yeah.
and he lit this on fire. And the clown's like, ah,
Oh
and
man,
fucking, I fucking died. Like, fucking,
bro, they don't make superhero movies like that anymore at all.
oh yeah, like that. And everyone's like, yeah, Batman just killed. It's homicide, and there's no investigation. And literally, the police are like, thanks, Batman. Meanwhile, there's a dead clown. He's on fire.
That's funny, dude.
Bro, bro, so in the first Batman, Batman's surrounded at a certain point, and like he's trying to save this woman from Joker, and he realizes he's completely outnumbered, so he had to get the fuck out of there in this situation, and he uses his grappling hook, and then he grabs the woman. He's like, "Get over here!" Puts it on his shoulder, and he attaches the grappling to his waist, and he starts going up, and once he gets like halfway, it stops, and he goes to the woman. He's like, "How much do you weigh?" And she's like, 107, and he's just like, and he just gives her the thing to hold on, and then he
Yeah.
falls to the ground, but he lets her go up. But the point
Yeah.
is just like, bitch, you lied about your weight. You know what I'm saying? Like imagine that 107, meanwhile she's smoking out maybe 120, but there's Kim Basinger smoking hot, which a 120-pound woman is very thin. But the
Uh-huh.
point is, imagine this day and age, you got some fucking like 400-pound girl with 72-hour fresh deodorant. How much you weigh, bitch? She's like, did you even assume my gender? She's like, fuck that. Let the Joker kill you. And then the Joker's like, I don't want it. She has a bad enough life. She's not even fresh. She doesn't even shower every day.
Joker's like, there's nothing funny about this.
Yeah, she's wearing 72-hour body deodorant. That means she doesn't even shower within a 3-day period. Oof. That means you're not changing your underwear every 3 days. Oof. Oof.
That's
Oof.
crazy.
I change my socks twice a day. I
That's
shower
crazy.
twice a day. Fresh, motherfucker. Oof. Three. Oof.
That's yeah. Can't be, dude. Dude, this Avo is so bad, dude. I thought maybe I switch it up to the other Avo. I have a better experience. This one's worse than the first one.
Yeah. No, Val Kilmer, that wasn't his fault. Val Kilmer was a good Batman, but the movie had a very kids tone because that was the Warner Brothers wanted to make toys. They wanted to make toys. Yeah.
I've been watching Scarface for the first time. That movie's awesome.
Oh, dude, fucking brutal, man. Fucking
You
brutal, man.
you like Scarface?
I love Scarface, and after being down here in Miami, man, it's fucking like just watching it.
Yeah.
It's just the worst to be a criminal, man. It's too fucking hot.
Yeah.
Very hard to hide. You're sweating, and that's like fresh out the shower, and you didn't even commit a crime. Imagine you're out there doing bad things, and now you got to run. First off, in the dark, everywhere can have snakes or alligators in the water. Fucking fuck. It's not like if you're upstate New York or Long Island. Oh, let's get to the
Yeah.
woods. Hide out. You ain't hiding out in Florida. You go in the ocean, there's sharks. You go in any kind of wooded area, there's snakes and alligators, and
Yeah.
and who the fuck knows you have backwater people out there like with banjo. Like Florida, dude. So either you stay along the coastline with the sharks and the heat, and you're gonna get caught, or you're gonna be hiding out there in the Okeechobee Lake. What the fuck, man, dude? Like, Florida's a great place to come down, retire, or have a party. It is not a good place to be a criminal. It is not a good place to be a criminal. It's too fucking hot.
Fair enough, bro. I want to say with this.
When you get caught, you get caught, then they take you down to county. You think county jail they have air conditioning?
Well, yeah, true.
Oh, 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 oh no, oh no, oh
Yeah, I know, dude. It's Gale Sack, bro. I wonder where
yeah,
I
bro.
wonder where I wonder where Sack is, dude.
So it's
Where in
bad
the
enough
world?
down here. If you could stay fresh twice a day, you're still sweating. Imagine in county jail and no one's fresh and you're sleeping on a mat on the floor.
Oh man,
Oof.
that's when we actually wish for that deodorant.
Yeah, bro. You don't, bro. You don't listen. Take my advice. There's no cigars in prison. Don't commit crime in life,
Yeah,
but definitely don't do it in Florida. Like, don't be a don't, but don't do it in Florida. Like the borderline would be like maybe Virginia if you have to do some stuff. Stay, bro. Jersey, New York, Long Island, right? Upstate New York,
yeah.
Connecticut, right? You you want to be in prison in Alabama? Oof,
Oh yeah, that'd be tough.
not fresh.
So I might chuck this cigar, but I want to say it's pretty one dimensional. It's pretty flat. Um, it's kind of funky, but in a really small way. It's got a little bit of like cherry ish.
All
It
you
tastes
gotta
really. It's bad, dude.
say is it's an Avo, man. Like
Yeah,
they don't make any good strong cigars, and they don't make any amazing light cigars. Like, oh, I'd rather have over Davidoff. So what's the fucking point? Being a affordable luxury brand. You know what I'm saying though? I'll take
yeah,
my father over Avo any day. I'll take LFD over Avo any day.
yeah,
I'll take Aladino over Avo any day. And those brands are cheaper than Avo at MSRP. So then what
yeah.
are they doing right? Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't understand what they were trying to do. I'm not coming off as a hater, man. Like, so Avo's like this affordable luxury brand made by Davidoff. And you're like, why?
You absolutely right. Oh shit, dude, Josh, you missed your calling, bro. Richie was on here
Josh, you
drinking
missed it.
soda, man.
Josh, you missed it, bro. Tonight we drank a soda, bro. Josh, Josh, chop chop, baby. Tonight Richie drank
Unreliable,
one.
dude.
Josh is getting hard on. Josh is getting hard on, bro. One soda, bro. Tonight we did it, baby. Tonight we did it. Yeah. Richie was on fire. Richie
Yeah,
was
that was
put in
crazy.
diabetic coma. Sugar, man.
I never seen him like that. I never seen that type of Richie, dude. That was crazy. Um,
Yeah, you have to go back to the first hour, man. That was Richie was like flexing. He's like, look at the traps. No, the triceps. Look at the fucking triceps, bro. Fucking like.
little man, little man. I
No, I
saw
like
every tattoo, bro.
doing me like I was Mr. T with my necklace. My
Yeah,
arm is my. It was just a different tone. Like, yeah, bro.
man.
Yeah, you got this other side of Richie. You never knew that about my tattoo either. So,
Yeah, yeah. No, those are great tattoos, though. Or at least the one on the right arm. Right arm. I don't know if the video's flipped.
oh yeah, I didn't go into much detail. The other one, was just flexing the triceps.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. One sec. Put a little light on. Um. Yeah, so you're absolutely right. I I don't I see no merit in these avos, and that's weird. Like usually I see something.
And first of all, as a brand, they don't know what they're trying to do. Are they trying to be a luxury brand? Well, they're owned by the greatest luxury brand, Davidoff. So what the fuck?
Right.
Are they a strong luxury brand like Padron? No. Are they? Are they trying to be like Ashton? Where like I can understand if David made their cigars, but had specific cigars for Ashton, like Ashton does Fuente. You know what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
So like if Apple was just a cigar wouldn't make, and they wanted to have like diversify their portfolio, but without being their name. I can understand that with Avo, but they're
Yeah.
not. So then, so then what? Dude,
This,
most guys, listen, most guys couldn't even name a Avo cigar. Nobody gives a shit.
I think the Zeno Nicaragua is better than these too. I know you don't like that cigar, but at least it does something.
Well, at least it's cheap, I guess. But
Yeah.
I just don't understand Avo as a brand. I don't like their portfolio. And there's not one individual cigar, not one. And I've tried to review them. And I'm not even saying all of them were, but there's not one like, I got to go back. I got to smoke this again, baby. Not one. So, with that pedigree being owned by David, and there's not one cigar people care about, go back to, isn't that frustrating?
That's terrible, bro. Dude, you know, the first time you smoked the Zeno Nicaragua, you got the little torpedo. You liked that one. You don't remember that?
Which one?
The little with the yellow band, but it's a really really short torpedo.
It was
The whole
Avo?
No, it's a Zeno
The
Nicaragua,
cheap one?
the cheap one, the
The
yellow
cheap
one.
one?
You don't remember the little torpedo?
I don't remember exactly. You don't see me going back to it smoking it again. Who cares?
Yeah, true. All right.
You want to fuck with Richie, man?
You gave it a good review the first time. I think you gave it a 90. And I'm not calling you a liar because I like that cigar. So I'm wonder what changed. I don't. Did you have another one you didn't like it as much?
I don't recall. That could have been. I don't know. But I didn't like the banding that they put Zeno
Right.
on the back. They were
Right. I remember
writing that
that.
it was Zeno.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. 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 That you did say.
But I don't know. I'd have to go back. Maybe the second time I didn't have a good experience. I don't know.
Yeah. Possible.
I don't know.
I I was gonna give this Avo a 5. I think I might give it a 4, dude. It's really unpleasant.
Bottom line.
Yeah.
First time interpretation's one thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you don't see the post review, right? You know what the post review is? If I come back to it,
Right.
I can review it now. But it's like a woman, right? You go take her on a date, and then a day or two goes by, and you're like, you know, it wasn't worth the book, or
Yeah.
you know what? There's no reason to do this again, or like,
Right.
you know, I'd rather be myself, or I'd rather hang out with another cigar. So I don't know.
Well, I think also for me, I don't know if you have this experience, but sometimes if I'm smoking a cigar, I'll say, "Did you drink more Coke, dude? What's going on?
What's that?
Did you drink
What?
more Coke? Was there more Coke left?"
No, man, I'm just stretching my arm.
Okay. You trying to intimidate me because I'm talking about my experience with cigars?
No, dude,
My
I'm just
experience,
stretching
look,
my arm.
my experiences with cigars is exactly like yours, dude. Great work. Thank you.
Bro, I'm just it's like, you motherfuckers. It's just like, what do you say about this?
No,
No, man, I'm just stretching, man. Chill out. Chill out, man. Chill out.
uh, yeah, it's like Tony, what's the gun for? Anyway, oh, I
Oh,
was saying sometimes
spoke to
I smoke a cigar and I'll say, okay, that was a good cigar, and I see the merit in it, but it's not usable for me.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
I guess I get there's a post. You know what I mean? Do you come back to it? But it's also like I think coming back to it's also like a personal thing, whereas how you read the cigar initially is more objective. What do you think about that?
I don't know, man. There's a lot of factors to it. Um, it's not just a one-sided thing. Price is always a factor. Availability is a factor. if it's available later on at a newer price, that could change the category of the cigar.
Yeah.
Kind of like might be a movie you wish you didn't see it in the theater and waste your time, or you wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
go to the theater, but you'd watch it for free on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Yeah,
know? So there's a lot of factors to redoing a cigar.
yeah,
You know,
that's true. That's true.
it's kind of like
Uncle. Mhm.
if a girl called you up, she's like, "You want to hang out?" And you're like, "I don't know." She's like, "I'll drive to you. I'm fresh out the shower," and you're like, "Very low effort. Yeah, come on over. My door's unlocked." You know, I mean, these things are possible.
Yeah. Um, Uncle Larry said, "Did you ever think about going back to good cigars that you haven't smoked for a couple years and re-review them, like the Partagas Legend?"
Well, I mean, there's been a lot of cigars over the years I went
But yeah,
back to.
you do that. I see you do that. Yeah.
Yeah, and also try to do them in different sizes, or also even the same size. Come back to it and say, "Well, let's rediscuss what I liked about it, and if this cigar is still relevant." And then if now the good thing about modern day problems with modern cigars is that people don't care anymore after a year. So
Hmm.
then the good thing is you can get them cheaper online.
Hmm.
Yeah, people, it's like they just want the new hot shit. You know what I'm saying though?
Yeah, yeah,
Very few brands, very few brands maintain cigar dominance, like on their price points,
yeah.
like right. Every Padron is the Padron price point, and it's going to cost more money next year. Padron
Hmm.
prices are never. They could do that, but that doesn't always happen. It's you know what I'm saying though. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. Padron has their price points at lounges and online on lock. I bet you get maybe a couple of points off online, but you're
Yeah.
not getting them heavy. So when you look at brands like General, and you could get some great deals online, well then in a way it's like older General cigars because of the price points, you know.
Hmm. Yeah, for sure.
And
Yeah, like
Padron,
even like the
buy,
Cohiba, dude. That's a great example.
yeah, but Padron you should buy now if you like Padron because next year it's going to go up 5%. You know.
Yeah, true. I see what you mean.
So I'm not saying one or the other. I'm saying is if you're going to smoke Padron now because it's only going to go up in price next year, and if you want
Hmm.
General, if it's a new cigar, give it a year or two, and then our page will have it for. I remember when the Cleveland first that there was no deals online, and
Yeah.
then there's deals online, and the Cohiba Connecticut bag, dude, that is a well crafted, well designed. That was their Cohiba's first Connecticut.
Hmm.
Okay, well they're on the on Cuban. That was the first Connecticut, and they that was fucking a cigar, man. You need to try the Cohiba Connecticut. It's fucking amazing, man. That's a fucking amazing Connecticut cigar. I need to get some of those online.
Yeah.
Like that's a fucking cigar. That's one I'd like to go back. The problem about going back to so many cigars, but now just bringing up that memory. Every
Yeah.
time I had a Cleveland Connecticut, I don't want to go to a lounge and pay $25
Right.
online. Fuck yeah, you know.
I I smoked one on the show, and I'm not sure if it was ruined or not, but it was actually really, really good, even though it might have been diminished. It was still good, so I definitely want to smoke more of those. That was an impressive cigar.
He says that the Partyist Legend, the Partyist Legend is a banger. He said, I put on 72-hour deodorant for you. No, dude, you got to wash every 12 hours. You got to take a shower, man. Come on, take a shower, wash that. Yeah. And I told guys, I was at a cigar lounge the other night and I was hanging out big time Tom. There's a bunch of guys who were talking about stuff, you know, in that 72-hour deodorant
Yeah, yeah,
and my 2 hour fresh rule. And I'm like, yeah, that's a good point. It's like, yeah, it's like, no, if you're not 2 hours fresh, after 2 hours fresh, I said, and if you go back to an apartment, you have to get fresh again. It's one thing. I said, it's one thing if you meet a girl at a club and then she wants to go right to the bar. Okay, understand that. There's the opportunity. But even then, like, just know it's not, no one after a nightclub is fresh. Because at best, they took a shower
true, true,
maybe at
true.
8 o'clock at night and they went out by 9, right? Maybe.
Hmm.
And some girls, they might have showered that morning, went to work all day, went to the gym, came home, put on body spray, put on their fucking club outfit, and then went out, bro. They'll do you dirty like that, man. That shit ain't fresh. Bro, I wouldn't leave a fucking bologna sandwich out for 18 hours. Now imagine a bologna sandwich rubbing between your thighs, dancing, the fucking Enrique Iglesias. I don't know why, but and then you get a car. Are you kidding me?
You ever if you go home from a club, you get in the shower or what?
Yeah.
How do you handle that?
Like, hop in the shower. We're getting in the
What?
shower, baby.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's not an option.
Okay.
Yeah. When I was single, like back in the day, for 5, 6 years after my divorce,
Hmm.
yeah, met a girl and we went back to my place. Like I would say, who wants to shower first, me or you? You know, that's simple. You know, and most of the time they go, "I'll shower first." Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, go wash that ass. Yeah, well, I got brand new bar of soap for you, honey. Here's a towel. Go wash that ass. You know.
All you needed is a place with a good shower, I guess. That's the main thing when you were looking at apartments. Look for the shower.
Bro, just keep 2 gallons of water in your trunk at least, you know, with like a fucking get a fucking super soaker.
That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Make a game out of it, dude.
Yeah, you don't got listen, bro. If you just trying to be functional, you don't got to wash everything. You know, you're like, all right, we know we're this is a targeted strike. It's
So we haven't talked about the Gurkha for a while. How's it holding up?
really good, man. This cigar with this blend, because I don't want to overhype it. I
Yeah.
think it's a good 4, which is a good cigar.
You said 4.7?
4.6, not 4.7.
4.6? Yeah,
Is
yeah,
a
yeah.
big 4.7. 4.7 is like a cutoff where things become amazing.
Yeah.
4.6 is a solid good cigar, and
Yeah, yeah.
I would when you get to 4.5, 4.6, these are cigars that I go back to. A 4.2, 4.3, I'm not really going back to.
Yeah.
So yeah, and clearly I go back to this cigar. I'm not saying
Do you
it's my
think
favorite cigar.
do you think there's anything in the Cellar Reserve line that you put below 4.5?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know, but the 12 is my least favorite. But the
Uh-huh.
12 I have the least experience. I think the 12 is my favorite, and it's not because the 12 tobacco. It's but that's right. I just think the 12 is my least favorite
Yeah,
of the.
that's fair.
Um, I almost don't even consider the 12.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, like Cellar Reserves are 15, 18, and the 21.
1821. Gotcha.
Because the 12 came out much later. Um, the 12 came out when like stronger cigars started to become more popular. This the
Mm.
12 was stronger, but the blend wasn't as harmonious as the other ones. So I don't know what they were doing with the 12. I mean, 12's not bad, and I think I just re-smoked. The problem was I think the one I just smoked also, and I did enjoy it in some ways. But I'm just saying, going back looking at it, um, that one was from a lounge, not from a sealed pack, and I think it was there for a while. Like it was like at like a not like a big liquor store, and
Mm-hmm.
that box was sitting there for a while. You know what I'm saying though, and
Yeah, yeah.
and I think I know it was kind of a little probably damp, and then it's not like I got the dry box and I smoked it that night.
Right.
So but also that size Oakland 12 was small. So all these other ones are much bigger. So maybe I'd like to have the 12 and like the big torpedo,
Mm-hmm.
like them so big 6x54. That one I
Mm-hmm.
smoked was much.
Yeah. Well, fair enough. But it sounds like overall, I mean, it's almost like if Cellar Reserve was a line within Gurkha, or like if it was its own line, you know what I mean? It works.
Yeah. Well, that's some of their best selling stuff, man. I mean, they sell a lot of them. So I mean, look, I mean, is what is people are going to hate, but I mean the 15, 18, 21, and each one is unique to itself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's why I want guys to try them because like they have their own place. and
Mhm.
they are special. I know guys gonna shit on them, and that's okay. I mean, I can't change their mind. I'm not trying to convince them because dude, it's these are nice blends. And very rarely you can get really nice blends at a really stupid price.
Mhm.
Like that's right now with the 5 packs or 6 packs. Um, it's a great buy for middle class guys. You know what I'm saying? Though,
Mhm.
so when you
Mhm.
get off $5 or $6, man, what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
That that allows will be charging 15 or more. You know.
Damn, Jeremy fell asleep, bro. Welcome back, Jeremy. You say he fell asleep watching the lounge.
So, oh, you missed it. PG pulled his cock.
You need a soda, bro. Yeah, this episode, I'm surprised they didn't flag it, but it'll definitely get deleted after this. Somebody will figure it out.
Well, 5 inches to catch the monitor. He's like, "Man." Yeah,
um,
he's like,
bro, I'm so disappointed about those avos, man. I've never,
uh,
I haven't had one I haven't had one Davidoff made cigar that was a dud. You know what I mean? Not one Camacho, not one like the 3x3s. I didn't have a dud that was a 3x3. I didn't have any duds that were Xenos, Nicaragua or Scepter. You know what I mean? Like nothing ever. I didn't even have any Cusanos that were duds, like in terms of the draw and stuff. And one of those
just
was, yeah.
as you're saying that, I'm thinking, what cigar brand or cigar model has
Hmm.
any company ever made specifically designed for women? I want to see a woman cigar company like this is designed for empowering women. It would not sell. Guys would be like because cigar community is like 100% men, so it really is. I mean, it's a 0.001%. How funny it'd be if they made a Padron like the Padron 69. You know, obviously now I'm just sexualizing it. Fucking like
Yeah,
it's like
that wouldn't. That's not. That's not what you want.
yeah, but
But
like like like
Rosa Sharon was dedicated to the guy's wife. Does that count at all?
no, that's different. That's
Oh,
saying hey, the guy's cigar. But I'm not gonna talk about his wife. That's saying he made this in remembrance of his wife. That's different.
sure.
Just like most cigars are different. Father.
I don't think PMS would be the thing that would bring women to smoking cigars. You know what I mean?
No, that'd be
You know, back in the day, I read Zeno's book, and I always reference it, but he talks about cigars that women should smoke, and he basically says that women should smoke like Lanceros and Corona, like thin cigars. He said that's a feminine cigar. So there was some precedent at some point.
oh yeah, I could see because if you see a woman smoking an 8x80, you're like,
Yeah.
really, really, like that girl. It's like, as it becomes very phallic, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You're like,
What do you think of women smoking a
hey,
robusto? Do you think
but
that?
you know,
Do you think that's
women
not
smoking
feminine?
cigars because cigars is a truthful thing because you got to be there for every puff.
Mm-hmm.
And and most guys buy their own cigars, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna see a lot of women going to a place and buying their own cigars. Like it's not like a bar where guys are buying girls drinks. It's if a girl goes to a cigar lounge, like most guys, like, hey baby, you want to try some Padron? Like, no, guys aren't gonna buy you a fucking cigar. Like, you know, what I'm saying? Unless
Mm-hmm.
you get it, like when you're trying to shoot your shot, and then every time the girls there, lady, get an opus, and you're like, no, bitch, like, you know, so you know, so I just think because I think what it is cigars is the
Equalizer.
great wall of truth. Because yeah, well, no, because you really can't sit down for 2 hours with a woman and have a logical conversation. You wouldn't have a conversation. You'd have an argument. So you're gonna sit down
I've
there with five and smoke Opus X. When are we gonna redo the kitchen? I'm not happy.
I can I can I can absolutely tell
Shit.
you I've had many logical or not arguments, logical conversations with women for 2+ hours easily all the time, many times, no problem.
Long com-
Yeah, I said yeah, I have long conversations with women all the time. It's a pleasure, dude.
where are they now?
What do you mean? Like they're my friends. I have friends who are women.
Eh, okay, but most guys don't have friends, girls that are friends, though, bro. You're an exception, bro. That's why I like talking to you, man. I'm not shitting on you, bro.
All right, man.
I'm talking to
Yeah,
you like man to man.
yeah,
That's
yeah. Fair enough.
interesting,
Fair enough. Yeah,
you know.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Most guys don't have girls that are friends, because most women, if they say friend zoning a guy, I'm not saying your situation,
Hmm.
it's because they don't want to be with them, and then at the same time benefiting off of maybe shit. But if you're not buying these girls shit and you're still going to hang out with them as friends, then that could be an interesting thing because it's just nice to be around the feminine energy and they're attractive maybe or whatever it is. Like you go out and you know,
Yeah.
so it's like if a guy rolls up to a place and he has two girlfriends with him, they don't have to know that you're just your friends and like, oh, who's this? You might get a girlfriend off of that because girls like, who's this guy with two girls? You know what I'm saying? Though, so whereas if you go by yourself, let's if you're like, James Bond, if you, as a guy showing by himself, it's like, oh, who's this loser? This guy's by himself. So it's just such a different rules for men and women. Well, if a girl shows up to a bar by herself,
Yeah.
she's single. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just think it's crazy because in a way you only need one woman to be romantically involved with at a time, right? So
I know, I know, but you only need one woman to ruin your entire life. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of guys that committed suicide. There's a lot of guys that lost their children and their money and their fortune and their sanity from one woman. And what's crazy is they ruin your life generally after they leave. You're like, wait, I'm not even getting the sex anymore. And now you're taking the money? You're like, and the courts are like, yes. You know what I'm saying? No, like think about family
yeah.
court. You're like, it's like, now you're going to have to pay because you're not getting it no more. And then you're like, how am I supposed to get future pussy if you're taking my money from old pussy? You're like, and that's why they have the trap. That's why they have music. And all the music is over sexualized to get
Yeah.
women to act like whores. So they get pregnant. So then they get child support and then go to prison. But then the children raised by single mothers generally end up on the streets and in prison, anyways. And then they control
Did,
everyone.
did you see the video I sent? I sent you a video. It was in the main chat. I'm gonna send it to you again because the guy goes exactly through that.
Yeah. Imagine you went to a nightclub and they're like, credit score, don't be a whore, pay your bills on time, stop sucking dick on time, go to school, get an education, get to know the man before you pull down your pants, get to know his family, get married and have children, stay traditional, for better or worse, until you're in a hearse, stay married. It's good for the kids. Kids that grow up with parents have a less likely chance to go into prison. Uh, and imagine this is like the rap song, and everyone's like, yeah, you're like, shake
I
that
like
credit
I,
score.
I
Yeah.
like I like the
And
line.
like,
I like the line. Get to know his family. I think that's a great line, dude. Yeah.
it's not going to happen. Why? Okay, the systems, okay, they want people to, the banks don't want people that have accountability because then
Hmm.
you're going to pay off your credit. And you have better credit score, they can't charge higher interest. And then you could get debt with less interest, buy a house, not rent, get out of the system, own a business, whatever the fuck it is. But by having degenerate music, people act like degenerates sexually, and then the
Hmm.
child support family court can control your kids and the man. And now the
Hmm.
man's separated from the woman, and the kids grow up without a father and no structure, but they're gonna have a father. The police and the courts and the judges and in the streets as well, everything. So they've ruined the whole system. Families, you get what I'm saying overall, like families used to be families, they stay together, the mother, the father, and the children, and everyone has their part. The mother, the father, they're both equally important, but they have different
Hmm.
roles. You know
Hmm.
that? They have different roles. And when you take out the father out of the families, it's proven. Kids without a father, I forget the statistics, but it was like 90% of the kids in jail grew up without a father. Like, that's
Hmm.
damning. So when you have music in the nightclub, that makes single mothers. Single mothers are people that haven't get knocked up by people with no fathers. So the music is designed to get girls to act like whores and not worry about the consequences. Because don't worry, the jail system, EBT, and the whole thing will be there to take care of you. Because then the man, and then the man's gonna be around. Dude, I'm telling you, it's about complete control. You know, people stay together. and you get divorced, there'd be no family court.
Yeah. I was I was trying to tell you, I was watching the guy, and he was saying that young men are very impressionable, and that they will kind of follow the example of whoever's around them. So if they don't have a father figure in specific, or they don't have a father in the picture, they will go to whoever's around, and whoever's around tends to be like their most dominant peer in their friend group. So which tends to be a troublemaker. Basically, it creates a system where you're almost guaranteed to get bad influence for a kid.
Yeah, it's guaranteed, bro. I guarantee. And that's what, let's say, sons going to jail, okay? Because most people go to jail are male. But then you have, on the flip side, when you have daughters growing up with a father in their life, generally that father keeps more structure, right? You know what I'm saying? No, and then overall society's better off, because maybe that dirtbag boyfriend's coming around and the father's like, "You're not dating this motherfucker," or like maybe that keeps that guy in line, like, "Who's this scary dad? Oh, I better treat her. She'll be home by 10 o'clock." You know what I'm saying? No, like, so like, you know, um, kids without fathers, the system is designed because family court just destroys men. Statistically speaking, it's guaranteed. Even if I was just reading on the New York State child support, it said, "What happens if I gain custody of my children?" And it said, "You still must pay your child support to the state of New York." And it's like, well, who's getting that money then? So if the woman dies or becomes a drug addict and you gain custody, you still have to pay your child support. So like that's a separate issue, and you must go back to court to petition the court to stop paying the child support. However, gaining custody does not change your child support. You must still pay your child support to who? So you're paying child support and you got your kids. So whose child are you supporting? I knew a guy that got jammed up because his wife died and he got custody of his kids. And he's like, "I'm not paying child support." And they're like, "Oh, you owe us all this money." He's like, "But where's that money gonna go?" So like the child support. He's like, "But whose children?" He's like, "I stopped paying because my wife died. I got custody. I'm not paying it." And oh, bet your ass, they got the money. They garnished his paycheck for years because he didn't pay for a year. So imagine paying child support to New York State to children that they're not getting the support. It's not about child support. It's literally about punishing the man. Guaranteed. It's sick. It's sick. It's sick. Crazy. Shake that ass. Show me that credit score. Yeah, twerk that 700. Is that fresh? From the windows to the walls to your accountant does all your paperwork. I don't know. Yeah, dude. They don't want people acting responsibly at all because then that would hurt the banks and that would hurt the whole system. If people act responsibly, PG, the prisons would go out of business. So that's why all the music in the movies is degenerate to make sure kids have idols that are degenerates. So that way they can go to prison and be controlled by the probation, parole officer, family court, and etc. It's to say it's not part of the plan is idiotic. Now people like me see right through it. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know. And then once people get down and out and they're hopeless, then what's the next step? Drugs. Because, and then there's generally no way out of that. So that's just the finisher, you know. Partying and alcohol comes in as fun. And then once you get wrapped up in that system, you know, then fentanyl comes in. Fentanyl is just like the finisher. You should call it the finisher. Yo, you got any finisher, man? Yeah, I got 2 grams of finisher.
Oh, whoops. I just realized I muted myself because I was moving the humidor. Do you think
Uh,
it's as intelligently designed as all that in terms of I chalk that up to like greed and general incompetence, not so much like a grand design to keep people in jail. You know what I mean?
oh no, I do absolutely. I disagree with them.
Yeah.
Prisons are privately owned, and it's a big business because there's the prisons. You're a slave, and in prison you work for nothing. And so
Hmm.
there's states that literally have state-owned industries, meat businesses, license plates, making furniture, and so they need more slaves to work for free,
Yeah.
and you have no right. So you're gonna work there, because at least when you're in prison, at least maybe it's a way to get out sooner.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, dude, it's all by design. It's all by design, and it all starts with getting kids being raised without a father. Because without family structure, without the responsibility of a family, now the responsibility comes the government, and then they got
Hmm.
big play.
Yeah.
They got big, and to say that the music is not connected to the government, what are you, stupid? Who allows everything on the radio and the music? It's called the FCC, right? Well,
Mm.
the FCC didn't allow this kind of music 30 years ago on the radio.
Mm. Hmm.
Oh, things change. I told you we're in Sodom and Gomorrah, baby. So when you have such degeneracy, like, okay, bro, there's that Cardi B's like, as bad as she is, she's like PG now. There's a new girl, I
Yeah.
forget her name, not the one that's pussy, but the new one. There's a new
Ice
one.
Spice, Sexy Red.
Ice Spice sings a song about farting. That's
Uh
not
huh.
her though.
That shit's funny, dude.
Yeah, but there's another one, and I forget her name. But she made a whole lip gloss line, and her lip gloss line, each flavor is named after different diseases she's caught. There you go.
That's
That's
insane,
that's.
dude.
You don't think this? You don't think this is a problem for little girls, 14 years old, wearing chlamydia lip gloss, wearing gonorrhea lip gloss? You think that's not a, you think that's a good idea?
I don't
What
think.
kind
No,
of,
I don't think that's a
what
good idea,
kind of
dude.
if you're wearing chlamydia lip gloss, what kind of behavior they're doing when they go out? It's fucking, it's degenerate. It's self-destructive. You know,
Richie, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't like my palate wasn't blown out or I'm like fucking up massively. So
Mhm.
I lit up a Tatuaje Brown label. It's a
Yeah,
Corona.
yeah.
It's really good, dude. It's really really good. It's
I'm
brown
glad
sugar.
I see that the
What
avos
you
were
say?
shit.
Yeah, the
I'm
avos were
glad you.
shit, dude. And this is, dude, this is after my palate getting burnt out. I'm getting cocoa. I'm getting brown sugar. A little bit of leather. Delicious, dude.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
avos a brand I'd say just pass on.
I'm sorry to
I
Sacco, dude, because he likes them. You know,
but I think he smoked them way back in the day. I don't know. Um, I don't think you see smokes them anymore, right?
I think he smokes them sometimes, dude. I don't know. I don't know, dude. I'll find out. I'll try to find out what his very favorite is, and maybe I'll smoke that. But
I
it's
don't
too
know.
bad. But yeah, Uncle Larry said I finally got something nice. Yeah, dude, this is nice, dude. I like this. Phenomenal.
Yeah. Um, yeah. So they had that rapper girl. She
Hmm.
came to these kids are 7 years old, 8 years old,
Hmm.
and she's singing on the basketball court, and all the kids knew the words. And this girl's literally singing about the most perverted songs. And how is this okay? It's,
It's not okay,
it's,
dude.
yeah, it, it, no, no, it's past that. It's a legal crime. It's called degeneracy of a minor, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
letting minors watch is a crime. Whoever parent is putting that on,
Yeah,
they're going to prison. Delinquency of a minor.
yeah,
So how? Well, at the same time, kids already know. At the same time, you blame the parents, or you let the radio stations for allowing that on the regular radio, and the kids are listening to it anyways. So
right.
it's just, at what point it's just a whole society's gone, you know?
I remember as a kid, man, this is a good cigar. Yeah, I wasn't tripping. Um, when I was a kid, I remember hearing my neck. I don't know what it's called, but you know what I mean. My neck, my
My,
back, my pussy. Yeah,
yeah,
I I was a little kid. I hear that on the radio. I was shocked, dude. I felt sick to my stomach. I was like, "What in the world, dude? Like, how can you put that on the? How can you? How can you
Couldn't always,
broadcast
but
something like that?"
you get enough degenerate politicians, and this is what happens. And so we've. I'm not saying society there was like there always is some form of degeneracy, but it's generally for adults to go out and have one bad night. Like let's say guys want to go to a
Yeah,
strip club, want to go out to some whatever, or a swingers club. But like that's adults making adult decisions that have to face adult ramifications after that. But they're
yeah,
grown adults. To let minors be around subject to this stuff is
yeah.
beyond. It used to be illegal. Now it's not no more, and that's why these kids are all fucked up. All fucked up. I saw this article saying the average woman now, by the time she's 30, could have had up to 1,000 partners. It's fucking insanity. The average 30-year-old woman now,
But wait, wait,
because
wait.
she could,
Was that how it was phrased?
yes, she could go out every night or 3 or 4 nights a week on Tinder and get her back blown out for
But
fucking wings and fries. You know what I'm saying? No, I mean really, it's crazy.
but
There was
you're saying could have 1,000 partners, but like you're saying they have the potential to be able to get 1,000 partners. I don't
no,
understand.
they did a surveys, a lot of them. There was a girl in Australia last year she fucked 300 guys, and she says this year she's going for more. 300 guys in a easy with these apps, bro. It's like summoning a demon. It's like literally just summon. But here's the thing, it's mostly the same guys. So it's like fewer and fewer guys are getting sex now because all the girls are getting sex from a small percentage of the guys that they want. You know what I'm saying? No,
Mm-hmm.
guys with money or guys with this or guys that have the game or guys that have dress real nice. Want small percentage of guys, and those small percentage of those best guys can have all the girls. So nothing matters anymore. Nothing. The whole gig is up. Society is going to fucking collapse, and that's why we imported millions of people from South America because we're running out of people. I'm dead serious. They even admitted to the politician. He's like, we need people to work the factory jobs. And the bottom line is, they said white people aren't having kids no more, and they don't want to work in the factories anyways. This is what the politician said. He's like, you should be happy we opened the borders. We needed new people. Well, yeah, because people who wants to get married and then have child support, or who wants to get married and then you have kids, and then it costs. My sister pays 3,000 a month in day childcare, but she makes good money. She can afford that. One kid in daycare is $3,000.
Wait, what? One kid
My
how?
in Seattle pays 3,000 a month.
Wow, wow.
You do
Um,
the fuck.
I
No,
I saw. I've seen a lot of this
she's a
stuff.
top
Like,
tier. Her and her husband did very well. But that's because of course once you get to that level though, right? BMW, nice house. She's not going to put her kid in some bad neighborhood. So she's in a nice daycare center, and they're like, "Oh, what do you make?" Over here, it's 3,000 a month for one kid.
yeah,
It's insanity. So yeah, you think she's gonna have 5 kids?
yeah, no way. Right.
Normal, whether you're Italian or Jewish, whatever. My dad's girlfriend's Jewish, and back then she was born I guess in the 50s, late 50s. She had 9 brothers and sisters. That was common. You think any Jews or Italians are having 9 kids now? They can't. You're gonna have nine child supports or nine. Um, uh,
Daycare.
fuck no.
I see a lot of people talk about this population collapse, but
It's a
we're also.
collapse. Way it's they how do you say it was created, and now they needed new people that were very poor. I hate to say it, that have
Mhm.
such a low level of education. So they needed people on the bottom
Yeah.
to stabilize the
I don't.
society.
I'm
It's
not
not like
convinced we. I'm not
well,
convinced we need more people at the bottom though, because I think we're gonna start automating out all of those jobs. So I don't understand why we're clamoring to fill in that.
that's in a way, yes, but no. All those automated things need maintenance. They need to be fixed. They need this and that, and you're never going to replace the human element. So, um, this whole complete automation sounds like no matter what, bro, all the machines are there to serve humans. Um,
That's Uncle Larry says China is going to have a huge collapse in a few years. I've heard that stuff too.
yeah,
I
because they
struggle
limited
to.
their dude. You know how many men can't even get a wife? Because know why? There's such a shortage of women in China because back then they killed all the baby girls, or they gave them
Mm-hmm,
up
mm-hmm,
because you only have to have one child, so you want to have a male, you know, and
mm-hmm.
work. So how many females were aborted in China? So it's like it's insane. So you think dating's bad here in America? Forget about
Oh
China.
yeah,
I mean,
that
dude,
seems crazy.
going to go to a whorehouse, so they're never going to get laid. You can't even get a girlfriend. And I'm sure the girls that are around, they're going to want some millionaire.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So majority of people are mid tier, right? And the middle class is over. It's over. Middle class doesn't have a chance. It does. You don't have a chance. You can say, well, just go work 40 hours and you can have an apartment. No, you can't. No, you can't. No. So, all right, well, then work two jobs. Okay, so then when are you going to see your woman or girlfriend? How are you going to raise your kid? So the gig is up. The gig is up. And to say it's not by design is false. So it's crazy. It's crazy. You're talking about divorce over 70%. Portugal, divorce rates are 97%. At that
Wow.
point, at that point, like marriage in Portugal is suicide. Like
Yeah, just yeah,
maybe
you
they're gonna
can't
go.
can't get married,
Holy shit! Yeah,
Richie.
bro. Yeah,
This cigar is hard to see it, but yeah, hard to see it. But it's burning perfectly, dude. It's burning perfectly. The draw is perfect. The flavor of the tobacco is much higher quality. What I'm trying to get at is, and this is my father, right?
hmm
And I don't think I've had a dud from my father. So I just don't get it. Like I don't understand how I can have two duds back to back from Avo like that. The flavor of the tobacco seems lower quality. The blend was okay on the Nicaragua, but
See, like I said, bro, there's
yeah,
too many other good. I have a La Polina or La or what's the other one we talked about the other
La
day?
Aurora.
No, the other one. Oh, they make that cigar called the 1936 and 35. Um,
The La Polina?
no, La Galera.
Oil, oil.
La Galera, bro. They got La Galeras down here for $6, $7, and they're solid mid-tier cigars. And what I mean by solid mid-tier cigars, the cigars have a presence. They're slightly dirty, but you're like, man, that's a good cigar for $7.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Though it's not regrettable. Like I wouldn't go spend $12 on Avo down here
yeah,
ever. To me, Avo's a lost brand.
yeah. It's weird. Yeah, smoking those, I didn't even see like a potential for them. Like those Gurkhas were way better.
Yeah, it is what it is, man.
It's just weird that such a large company like Davidoff could have a brand like that just like floating around. For what purpose?
And the funny thing is, Camacho on the bottom, right, has the range. Camacho goes up to expensive cigars. So
True,
Camacho
true.
does make some really nice higher end cigars. So
Yeah,
Camacho cigars at the Avo price range 12, 13, 14, 15, $16. So you're like, okay, so Camacho is their mid tier brand that has upper mid tier luxury qualities if they want. So then what is Avo doing? It does nothing well. To me, Avo does nothing well. I don't see a brand. I don't see a reason. You say Avo, I say go LFD, go My Father, go
right.
Tatuaje, go La Galera, go La Aurora. Um, you know, fuck, man.
Go
I'd
Goya,
rather
dude.
Hoya for Nicaragua. I'd rather have anything General mid tier over Avo.
Yeah.
I'll take Hoya to Monterey. I'll take Macanudo over fucking any day over Avo. I take Macanudo Inspirados over Avo because they're cheap and they
Yeah.
work and
Yeah.
they're solid. So the Macanudo 1968. That's a strong cigar, man, for $10.
Do you do you think would you put? I would put LFD and Hoya and stuff like that in the top tier of mid tier. Like I would say they're like the best mid tier companies, right? Would you also put General or Altadas in the top of mid tier?
Well, I think they have more range than any other company
Hmm.
because General like the most massive, right? With General being even more massive, so they have so much more range,
Hmm.
but they don't get any respect. But they get no respect. So,
Yeah.
but that range, are there cigars within General that are equal or better to my father? I believe so, absolutely.
Hmm.
However, though, my father, what General hasn't done yet, make it exclusively like a real strong Nicaraguan brand. They've made some up
Hmm.
of their cigars, like, oh yeah, we got some
Right.
cigars now. It's kind of like a General. So I mean, um, could that happen in the future where they're trying to make stuff go right after my father? They could, but I feel like you can't just try to go after a brand. You just got to go after yourself and make a great brand
Right.
with and good branding and a good price point. But you got to understand, my father, where it is now, people see it now. 10 years
Hmm.
ago, getting going, man. And I would hang out lounges in Long Island, right?
Yeah.
There was nights I would do Padron nights, and Padron and Davidoff nights. But then there was nights where I was like, you know what? I could smoke two my fathers for the price of one Padron. And I
Mm.
realized I liked my father's almost as good as the Padron.
Yeah.
So at that point, realizing, wow, like that's a gift. Like Lab 2, I think is almost as good as the Padron 26 Maduro. It's not as
Yeah.
good, but it's a great cigar. And back then they were $7, $8,
Hmm.
and the
Hmm.
Padron 20 $16. So now it's like 5. So it's like, my father, they started off giving you cigars better than the price point years ago. And they
Right.
and so and they gathered a huge following for such a low price and
Mm.
great. The issue I saw with my father though is most of the cigars were my father, meaning they they're very similar. There always were strong Nicaraguan cigars, and so if you want that, um, but that's what they did well, you know.
Hmm.
Um, Now as time went on, they started to make some more luxury stuff. I don't understand though why they're trying to make super low. They could have made those
Right.
luxury cigars regular box for $15, seventeen
Right.
dollars. Why are they making $60 cigars, $50 cigars? It pisses me off, and I'm not gonna buy those
Right.
because I'm not. Boxes are beautiful, but damn it, man, nobody needed another $100 box, $100 cigar. Like come on. So my father
Yeah.
in on the craze. You know what I'm saying though? The craze, where guys are like, you know what, I want to show off, and because what I'm saying is, I'm not saying those cigars aren't good, but why do you have to have this ridiculous motherfucking box and production value that
Right.
going to cut the cigars in less than half?
That's a good
So
point, dude. You don't smoke the box, dude.
and that's why I feel like they lost what my father was. My father was a great mid-tier Nicaraguan brand that gave you strong, reliable, powerful cigars. Um, Kind of like AJ, but in some ways, more back then, we were more respectful than AJ.
Yeah.
And now they're like, yeah, but we're gonna go after Fuente, and like Opus X, like, hey, I'm $21 MSRP, and you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, well, we're now, and you're like, oof, take it easy, man. Like, what I'm saying, no, like they're and those cigars they're just gonna be a flash in the.
Yeah.
No one's gonna. My father following, like, dude, you guys got my father's? Oh yeah, we're gonna be selling out of $100 my father's,
Right.
and take over the world. Like, no. So people trying to be Opasex, you're never gonna be Opasex. So Opasex changed the world, but still MSRP of Opasex, regular Opasex, is still
Right.
reasonable in the state, MSRP.
Right. Right.
So, you know, I think my father should just done what my father does. I get it. They took a chance, but I will say
Yeah.
that I will say it pissed me off, because if those cigars were in a regular box for $22, it's expensive for my father. And I say, wow, I'll try it out. You get this. I've seen the boxes. I mean, they had one there for $60, and I'm like, yeah, I'm never gonna do that. The boxes were crazy, but
Yeah.
like, I'm not buying the box. I'm not collecting the box.
Right.
So who gives a shit?
Yeah. I. Yeah. It's similarly pissed me off with LFD because I felt like LFD was more on the humble side of a brand. I get it. The bowl became this big deal, but then they want to do like
Bro,
$100 bowl is stupid.
I hate to, I hate to say, and now with the price point, I told Carney 5 years ago about that. I said, why don't you make the bull such rare tobacco, and it takes a long time to age that tobacco? I said, why don't you make a smaller Robusto or Corona?
Right.
You can have it, even if it's the same price or a little less, you could have it more available. He's like, oh,
Right.
we don't want to do that. Sure enough, 5 years later, they got this skinnier bull, and they're
Right.
charging more, not
Yeah.
less.
Yeah.
To say my idea, Carney's the main guy there for the main. He's like the rep for LFD. He is LFD. You know what I'm saying? No, um, now you can say maybe they're in the works, but I don't know.
Yeah. It's too bad.
Yeah, I'd hate to be the guy that put that into motion and like thinking we were going to get $15 Robusto bulls.
That's funny. Yeah. Yeah. You tried to save us. Yeah.
The video's still there. You can watch the video, man.
That's the one where you're. Uh.
I'm holding the phone, talking to him on the FaceTime.
I'll go check that out, man. That's awesome. We have
Yeah,
the
like
proof.
nobody watched that video.
That's weird. I don't remember that video. I thought I would remember it.
Yep,
Maybe
it's there,
maybe I
man.
didn't watch it.
Well, my phone's gonna die, man. I got like 8%, so we're gonna get
All right,
going,
man.
man. And well, sorry, your avos didn't work. It's not. I wish they worked, but
Yeah.
to me, it's not a brand I'd recommend. Josh, take it easy. Last episode, so we went out with the bang. Never doing that again, man. 16 ounces of Coca Cola. Piece of shit.
That's
Never
crazy.
having this again. Yep, garbage. Absolutely garbage. You know,
That
don't
was
drink it. Richie took one for the team tonight. Right?
Foxworthy.
Took one. Oof. Oh, the Coca Cola. Yeah,
Coca Cola.
garbage. In the garbage.
Yeah.
That cigar, 4.6.
Yeah.
I'd say it's like a 5 pack worthy, of that cigar. I think it's slightly unique that I wouldn't want to have it all the time, but
Yeah.
it's good to have it in rotation, and I'm happy it exists because you really don't get a lot of Brazilian cigars. And so to get that for only $5 in the 6 pack is stupid,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah.
and I'm speaking
I
as a mid.
I definitely check out one of those Gurkha packs at some point. I mean, it seems like a great deal.
Yeah,
And
if you go online, you probably get them for nothing.
both Gurkhas I smoked were better than both of those avos. You know what I mean? So.
So what I'm saying is, if those cigars do anything better than
Mm,
anyone else, the one's shitting on them. You know what I'm saying? Though it's not. I'm not saying they're the best cigars, but like they're doing something right.
yeah.
So
Yeah. For sure.
is what it
All
is.
right, man. Well,
Stay fresh. 72-hour fucking body spray. Spray the choach.
I'm just at the shower, bro. I mean, I guess I'm not. I'm not fresh anymore. Actually, it's been we've been on for
Well,
140
you're
minutes.
not up fresh body if you're gonna hang out with the girl standards. You know what I'm saying? Though
Got you. Okay.
that's a different. clock. You know what I'm saying? No, shower, being fresh twice a day. But if like you shower like 6 hours ago and then you meet a girl and she's like, "Oh, you want to come back to my place?" You're like, at least you could do is stop her at Wendy's real quick and like run to the bathroom and get some hot water and paper towels over your balls, freshen up. You know, and I've done
Yeah.
that before. You know, what I'm saying no, but that's true. I said that was a true story because I showered and then I was hanging out at Cigar Lounge for a while and met a girl and then it was my friend's sister and then she's like, "Oh, why don't you come back to my place?" And at that point, it was hours later. I stopped real quick to get like a pit crew fresh up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Wasn't enough
It's
time to go all the way back home. We're like,
it's got to be a Wendy's or anywhere with running water.
well, yeah, anywhere, paper towels and hot water. But imagine like some guy walks in the bathroom, he's like, he's like, I got a booty call, I got to freshen up my balls. There was no lock on that bathroom door, but it was late, so whatever. Yeah,
He's like, "What are you doing?" Yeah, that's funny, man.
yeah, it's get, getting fresh, baby.
He's like, "Hell yeah, bro." You need me to wash anything for you? No, get the fuck out.
Hell yeah, hell yeah, let's get freshen up. Yeah, I mean, because in a way, you are your balls advocate. You represent your balls because you're like, here they are, like because your balls can't walk in. Your mind
Right.
and your feet, you're bringing them everywhere,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and they can't walk.
you're just the chauffeur for the balls.
Exactly. Once a man becomes a man, the rest of his life, he is just basically walking around with like this thing here and like these things, and like, yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
bring this shit around. Yeah,
And it's heavy, dude. It's heavy. People
yeah,
don't talk about that.
yeah, yeah. No, it is what
Yeah.
it is.
I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
get I got a cup and suspenders just to keep it from, you know what I mean? Keep it from going too far down the pant leg.
yeah. I got designed like self cleansing boxers. You know what I'm saying? Though, like I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
Josh, balls stay fresh. Sure they are, Josh. Sure they are.
It's
Chop, chop.
it's hard on the shoulders and the back, dude. It's so heavy. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. Yeah. It was a strange life. There were a lot of different oh, dude, he's here. Geo's still
Yeah,
here, bro.
DVD.
Unreal. Geo lurking? Geo the lurker?
Yeah,
Geo's become a lurker?
yeah, yeah. Gio's just laying there naked in bed. He's fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, stroking his shit, dude. Yeah, all right. Um,
Yeah,
that's crazy, dude. Yeah, that was a weird live. A lot of dude, he came up with the 90 adds up,
fucking
dude.
shit, man. It adds up, man. It
Adds
adds
up.
up.
All
Yeah, it
right, man.
adds up, man. Do the math. Do the math. I'm gonna
That
buy
was
a
weird.
soda with that. Oh, Richie like calls you like from like he's at like what do you call it a rehab. He's like, man, I
Yeah,
had to check myself. They should have soda detox. You know what I'm saying? No,
yeah. I think Josh is trying to do that, but I don't know how
dude,
successful.
soda kills more people than a lot of people realize, man.
Probably kills a
Yeah.
lot of people, dude.
Dude, and not only that, their quality of life, all the diseases, diabetes, all their joints. Dude, you can't become like a 700-pound woman unless you're drinking like 4 gallons of soda every day. It's
Yeah,
not possible. The amount of garbage calories and sugar and like literally the people are drinking like 2-3 liters a day.
yeah,
Holy shit! Oh god! And soda's designed that it never fills you. You could if you were like kept on drinking, it doesn't fill you up. You just
yeah,
keep drinking, and then your stomach keeps expanding, and you fucking you're like and your mind's like more crack, crack, crack.
yeah.
It's like yeah, heart disease #1 killer, sure. Yeah, and I'm sure people, drinking soda and being 400 pounds overweight doesn't affect the heart, right? Yeah, so is what it is. Do the
It's
math.
cra- it's crazy because you think like um you couldn't possibly balance that much sugar in your diet. You know what I mean? Like your diet's
It's
unbalanced. Just one can of soda.
yeah, you would actually get full if you're eating like cupcakes or cookies.
Yeah,
You couldn't eat all that. The soda. it has I don't know the ingredient's name. Um, is an ingredient in the soda. I told you this. It's an anti-gagging chemical,
Yeah, yeah.
and that way your body relaxes the throat so you don't choke. You cannot. That soda had 52 grams of sugar. You couldn't eat 52 grams of sugar in one gulp
Right,
like that and slam.
right.
You would choke to death. So it relaxes the throat so you could absorb and drink all that sugar. Did you know that?
Terrible. Terrible. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Oh yeah. Yeah, bro. That's why you get, bro. It's fucking. These guys are drug dealers, man. Coca Cola, but it's not just their fault because, like, okay, if you want to have one Coke a week, right, one 12-ounce can a week, like, okay, that would be the max, but that would be not good for you. But one a week, you know, with pizza, okay. But like society, it's like everywhere you go to get gasoline, you go to school, you go to church, everywhere you go, there's soda. You know what I'm saying though? You
Yeah.
go to a wedding, party, you go to the hot dog guy. I mean, the only time you're not getting soda, you get pulled over by the cops. You know why I pulled you over? You got any Pepsi? You know what I'm saying? You're like just making sure you got soda for the ride home. You know what I'm saying though? You go to the movies, right? You got a gallon of soda. You go to fast food, you get a gallon of soda. Everywhere you go. You even go to the hospital, right? They give you soda in bed. You could be on life support. Like, get this man some Coca Cola. You know what I'm saying, though? Um,
Gio says he clapped some Colombian chick. BBW Colombian.
yeah, yeah. Gio, you wear Jimmy's, Gio. Like, you're gonna catch something bad. Come on, wear Jimmy's.
He doesn't wear Jimmy's, bro?
I don't want. I don't. That's his business, but
That's
everyone knows
crazy.
he. Yeah, we gotta wear Jimmy's, man.
That's crazy.
Because if you're with a girl and you don't wear Jimmy, you're not the only one. So she's letting everyone else know to use the Jimmy, and
Mm.
that's it's not like a relationship and you're up front when you meet a girl and you're like, listen, I don't have anything. This. And she's like, well, I don't have anything, or I only have this. Okay. But like that's
Yeah.
I can't
All
yeah,
right, man.
Josh, you have a little yeah, enough about this. Josh is saying he's gonna have a little Jimmy. Josh, we're not even gonna talk about it, Josh. You know,
Then
this is what it is.
pay BCS. It's a weird episode, man.
Yeah. I think
This might have been the most unusual episode I was on. You know what I mean?
uh yeah, it was the Ninja Turtle t-shirt. It was
Coca
maybe it was
Cola.
the maybe it was the 4 mile walk in the hot Florida sun, and then the gym, and then
Two
I don't know.
bum avos.
Yeah,
And
a Coca.
everybody showed up at first, then disappeared, then came back.
Yeah, yeah, unreliable. AP only cares about his show, so it is what it is. So,
He talked up Gurkha Mania up so much, man.
well, I think he's getting up early for work at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. So I think he's
Oh,
tired.
got you. All right.
You know. Well, bro, you're on, man. You stay fresh.
Peace, Richie. Thanks for the show.
All right, take care of yourself.
All right. You too. Peace.